million prize pool. emberex.com.
The Run Home with Andy and Gazy.
Just about done. Doubleheader coming up. AFL Nation.
Hang on.
Liam Pickering.
Yeah, that's all good. So listen to that if you're out and about. But what you need to do if you're at home tonight, the Australian team are trying to qualify for the World Cup next year. Now, it's highly likely they do that. They do that through the Asia zone, so it's Oceania, Asia, all combined. And they take on Guam tonight. So they
Who's the main danger from Guam?
Ty Wesley, who a lot of people would remember, played for the United, played for the Breakers.
Yeah, I remember him.
He's a star. And then on Sunday, they play against the Philippines. So we've got some hoops. Tonight, in all fairness, they should be
win easily.
They should be comfortable. But against the Philippines, that's going to be a tough one on Sunday. And tonight also, unfortunately, Mitch Creek, I heard he may not be playing tonight, but he's back in.
That's good.
He's back in the squad after a number of years of not being involved. Jack White's come back from Europe to play. Nick Kay from Japan, he's been playing over there. He's coming back to play. So we've got some big-name players there that are suiting up. So tune in, 8 p.m. tonight on the worldwide leader.
Who's got in the golf box?
ESPN.
Got a golf boxes for us?
I do. I'm going to go with Tim.
What
Tim's going to get... he was just talking about the new rules. The ruck rule. It's a long message.
Yes, it was a good point by Tim.
A very good point by Tim. $150. I hope you like golf because you've got the golfbox.com.au voucher.
The 2026 AFL Community Series on AFL Nation. Thanks to Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts.
G'day everybody, great to be here with you as the Community Series games continue for 2026. Crucial lead-ups to the season proper. Can't wait for next Thursday night. We're going to get to see the Sydney Swans kick it off in opening round, and we get to see them today from Henson Park. Andy Murray alongside Liam Pickering. Picks, good to be here, mate.
Hello, Andy. How are you, mate?
Very well,
You're excited today, aren't you? You've had a real big day. All you've talked about is Carlton.
Well, you were there last night, so you got to see them firsthand.
Oh, very good. They were excellent, actually. Cats weren't so hot, but the Blues were very impressive last night, so well done to them. And the start of, going to be a few good games, I think. This one should be a beauty.
It should be. So we're having a quick chat earlier on today about this. You've got to have perspective, or there's got to be a bit of perspective in your forefront of your mind at this time of the year. And part of that is, who is this game more important to? So Giants come in here tonight. They've got half their list out. Now, Adam Kingsley's going to want a strong performance from those who are wearing the jumper. But Dean Cox gets it. I'm going to put to you that Dean Cox gets his team for the second year. They got McDonald back. They got Kerno in the mix. They were disappointing last year, Sydney. So for them, everything in the lead up to the start of 26, he's probably just got a bit more of a loading on it than perhaps it has for a few other teams around the place.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a way for Sydney to show us that a lot of people, and I'm one of them that think they'll rise this year, but yeah, if they can't do, well, not that it matters today, really. I just said because it's a practice match still, but you do want to go into the season with a bit of confidence. And I think that's why Carlton's impressive win last night after beating Brisbane was really important.
Well, that's what you want to see, isn't it? The new blokes that you bring in, how quickly can, particularly if you've got a coach, I don't want to spend too much on the last night, but clearly Carlton's trying to play a different brand of footy this year.
It was obvious.
Yeah. So the two
watching the game, it was really obvious that they just denied Geelong the midfield, the corridor, and they wanted the corridor.
Yep.
And they bit off kicks that they'd never have bit off last year.
Hold on.
Never have bitten off last year. So I thought they played a lot braver last night, and I think the Swans will be playing quick today too, because I think it is an important year for them.
So what you want to do, I reckon, is when you've got this a new game plan or a new philosophy about the way you want to play your footy with a couple of new players thrown in, whether it's blokes returning after long-term injury or new blokes to your club, you want to see how quickly you can get them indoctrinated in this, A, at the new club, and B, the rest of your team playing the new brand of footy that you wanted to play. And if there is to be a different feel about Sydney in 26, if they are going to be a bit more dynamic with their ball, and that seems to be one of the big talk, we want to be more dynamic with our ball movement this year. They're all saying it.
Yeah.
Carlton definitely are trying to do it, and I think you just mentioned, I think Sydney are going to be the same.
Well, I think that's what they tried. When they got on, they had such a shocking start last year. They had injuries galore, but when they did play that really good footy in the back half of the year, they ended up still winning 12 games last year.
That's right.
After the horrible start they had. So they'll be, and that's how they did play when they looked good at times last year. So. Look, I think this is a really good opportunity for them. The Giants have still, they've got a heap out, but they have still got a lot of talent in the team. So, yeah, you never write the Giants off. I just think, and I've seen this as a Cats supporter, I know that they've gone to Geelong with VFL teams and had a win. You know, there's teams that match up really well.
Yep.
And Carlton actually match up well against Geelong for some reason.
They do.
They played well against them the last few years.
I know.
Which people forget. So, I do think this is a really good opportunity. I'm looking forward to seeing what Clayton Oliver can do because he's critical now. I mean, at the time I was a little bit, is Oliver really what you need? But, gee, when you get Tom Green out, he's exactly what they need.
Well, the cameras have cut away to the Giants that aren't playing today. And
There's a few of them.
I just rattle through the names that are on that screen right now. I mean, there's all Australians all over the place.
Well, there is. I'll just give you the team, the players that are out. I've got this on my list here, and normally has.
I'll rattle through them.
Rattle through them for
So
me,
Darcy Jones and Tom Green, they're out. So Jones is coming back from last year's ACL. Green's out for this. Toby Bedford won't play. Sam Taylor won't play, both hamstrings. Brett Daniels gets the hamstring last week, having looked like he was going to be back.
He's an important player too.
Finn Callahan, Josh Kelly have got the hip injuries, which...
So Kelly, Green...
Yep.
And Callahan, probably three best midfielders.
And Taylor.
Taylor, their best defender. Yeah.
Daniel's your best small
forward,
Yep.
Plus they've got the little Darcy Joneses out as well.
That's right. So when he gets back, we're not quite sure. But
he's basically back into the year, isn't he?
Yeah, it's going to be late.
There's an ACL in the finals.
Yeah, it's going to be late.
Well, late in the season anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean, and Sydney... On the flip side of that, they don't have many out tonight, or this afternoon. So they go in reasonably close to full strength, which is terrific for them to be able to get a reasonable head out with Carlton coming to town next Thursday night. Surprise, surprise, Picks. It's raining in Sydney. I know this will knock you. You'll be floored to hear this, but she's raining in Sydney. So
what a real surprise, but. Yeah, anyway, it's a beautiful day in Melbourne.
It is.
I know that was a perfect night for footy last night. Jeez, it was a good night to watch a game.
Magnificent. So, is there a player here in particular, one or two, that you're very much looking forward to seeing? And you already mentioned Clayton Oliver for a whole lot of obvious reasons. Are there one or two others?
Obviously Kerner. I want to see how he goes, but. The rest of the guys are pretty much... Roses is an interesting character, isn't he? I mean, I think he's a talented small forward. So Malcolm Roses, I think he's one to really keep an eye on. A couple of the young Giants hopefully get an opportunity this afternoon, and they will. Ollie Hannaford I want to have a look at. I know they've got a big rap on him. He hasn't played a lot of footy. He played last week, I think, in the practice match, but he's talented. He hasn't played AFL footy yet, I don't believe. Or has he? Who knows? I should know.
No games.
No. But they've got young fellas there. James Leake's a good young talent as well. So they've got enough talent, but they're young. And this is going to be one of those games, isn't it, where it's going to be slippery.
Oh, mate, the conditions are going to...
We're in Marrickville.
We are.
You did well to make it here on time.
Eh? No.
You did
well, Hutchie gives us his Learjet, which is really nice of him.
Lucky. We take the helicopter to the Learjet.
Straight to the Learjet. And we're up in here in 8 minutes, which is terrific. I mean, it's hard to believe that we can get here in time. This is what we do in the modern SEN.
Yeah,
it's a different organisation than one we were part of 20 years ago, and there's no expense spared. So it's good to see you. I do love Henson Park, by the way. It's a fantastic venue.
I've never actually been there.
No, it's a real parkland sort of vibe. You can walk around up the top, the big grassy hill. It's always fantastic for AFLW matches, and it's good.
Have you done a few of those?
I have. Yeah. And it's
got a good feel to it.
It has. It's great. And they come out.
Yeah.
They actually turn up for the games, which is really nice.
We saw a bit of that in that practice match at Dingley with all the cars around the ground where it was Hawthorn and Geelong on that first practice match.
That's right.
I felt like I was at Aaron Oval. And just underneath J Ward, there's all those cars, the sedans parked, and the utes.
No doubt about it.
Blokes with their utes packed up drinking
tooting and horns and all sorts of stuff. So we don't quite have that here, but they, on a nice day, which we haven't got this afternoon, they generally roll the picnic blankets out, and it's a lovely vibe here at Henson Park. But
it's humid, though. It's very, very very, very humid.
Oh, yes, just a couple of technical issues around the place.
That sort of happens. That's what happens when it's been rainy and windy, as you'd say, Andy.
He gets into the old fibre optic cable network and makes things very twitchy for us.
So let's talk about the Swans.
Yeah, so what are you expecting from them this year?
I'm expecting a jump. I'm expecting them potentially top 4.
Yep. That high?
Yeah, that high.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. I think they can get up. If they get away to a good start, I'm not one that really goes outside of your own club, and I know the Cats have got a tough fixture, but especially at the start, I don't know what their full fixture is. I could go and look through it all,
yep.
but I just think if they win the games early and get a bit of impetus, I think that they're going to be really hard to stop. They'll get on a roll. They had a horror year last year with injuries. The one part of the ground that still worries me a bit is their back half.
Yeah.
And they haven't really... I don't know what they'll do. Yeah, McCartan's a good player. Rampy's still running around.
They need Melican
to really step up.
Yeah.
But that's the area of the ground that I would be a little bit concerned about. But outside of that, their midfield forward is excellent.
Draws these days. I mean, everything changes depending on the injury toll that you're forced to carry at some stage of a season and what version of the opposition you get when you play them and where. But just rolling through, just to give you an understanding of where they're at the start of the season, they get Carlton in opening round up at the SCG. So I think most people are going to suggest they'll get off to a winning start against the Blues. They'll be feeling good about themselves, but I think Sydney will be able to get over the line. But then they've got Brisbane at the SCG, Hawthorn at the MCG, a bye, then West Coast over in Perth. You'd think they get then Gold Coast in gather round, GWS at the SCG, the Western Bulldogs at Marvel. So
that's tough.
It's not easy.
It's one guaranteed win.
Yep.
And they probably should win against the Blues. Yeah, the others are all 50-50.
I agree with that. So
even the Giants, 50-50 with the injury list that they've got. Now, who's back by then, we don't know.
Yeah, that's
exactly
exactly
that might
right.
be back, but...
Yep.
So I do worry a little bit about their defence, but if their midfield can really... You talk about... It's a bit like the Dogs. I just did an interview with the boys with Chad and Kimbo in SENSA, and that was what we were talking about with the Sydney Swans. It's a bit like the Bulldogs. As long as they play a proper team defence and the back line get helped by the midfield, you can cover that.
Yep.
It's just when you've got them going one-on-one, good luck. Anyway, we're away.
So let's have a look and see what we get dished up by these two fierce rivals here today at Henson Park. Slippery conditions were underway. I think we're going to see the ball on the ground a fair bit. Toby Green goes in over the first scrimmage, wants the free kick against Warner. It won't be coming his way. So we'll have a secondary ball up. Sparse crowd, as you'd expect in those sort of conditions.
Well, 4 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon in the rain.
Yep. Yeah,
but that's what we do. We're just trying to get the games, the blokes to hit out. When they're a week's time, they're playing, basically. So
another ball up in the centre as Whitfield had half a chance. Goulden picks himself up, gives the ball back to the umpire. So I'm going to keep an eye on the ruck contest, aren't we? There were a couple of curious ones last night at Princes Park. So the first ball goes forward for the Swans, but Laverde dropping back. Now, he might have a fair role to play for the Giants early in the season with their injury toll, takes the mark, and they drift out a defensive 50 down the outer side of the ground with a couple of short balls. Whitfield takes the mark.
Talk about teams that don't like each other. Well, we saw that in that documentary. We saw that they don't, Toby Green and the like, there is a genuine rivalry between these two teams. Now, it won't be as on show today, but it will be when they play each other in a few weeks.
So Ash, off the back of that outstanding state game for himself, drives it up towards centre wing, but the Swans bring the ball back through the corridor. Gee, they've got some numbers here as Blakey runs to centre half forward, sees something in the pocket he likes, goes to McDonald, front on Heaney gets the crumb, snaps and misses. So nice direct ball movement. They look very keen to take it from outside in then. Sydney.
Isaac Heaney's added a couple of stickers on his arm, I see.
Well, I think he and the partner are into that sort of stuff.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, the Dale's got a bit of ink work.
Yeah, tough stickers.
Well, they're not called tough stickers anymore, are they?
They used to be.
No, you're terrified.
He must be a bikie.
Steer clear, mate. Cross the road to avoid him. So GWS go wide again. Now, this was fascinating. Part of that doco was where do we go? We go to the boundary, and they are very much wide at the moment. It comes to Stringer, however. Down the corridor, doesn't give it, dribbling ball, bouncing, and it dribbles across the face and through for a behind as young Gothard threw his boot at it.
There's a little bit poor by Stringer, really. He just had to give that over to the kid.
You're not overly surprised, though, eh?
Well, I am a bit.
Well, he doesn't mind backing himself, Jake.
He's cost him a certain goal there. Gothard would have just run into the open goal. But anyway.
So Wicks.
We move on.
On the restart. out wide. It's, again, ground level footy. Maybe taken high O'Halloran from Wicks. No, said the umpire. Play-ons, but call high ball to the wing position, outer side of the ground. Whitfield may have been taken high. McDonald. No, said the umpire. Comes to Laverde. Back to Toby Green. Through the corridor they go. Chain of handballs out towards centre half back. Now they switch it back out the other side. Buckley goes short. Mark taken by Stringer, who's pushed up.
Yeah, good work right there by Jake Stringer. He was deep in the forward line a minute ago.
Just short ball to
Just
Toby
short
Green.
balls, isn't it, at the moment?
Yep. So Swannies look like they're getting some numbers back here. Green now pins the ears back, driving ball up towards
Stringer again
full
down there.
forward. His work rate's been terrific so far. Ball hits the deck. Chance for Angwin. Generally a clever user of the footy. Brings it back in towards the corridor.
We've set up well here, Sydney, though. There's not much to kick to.
Whitfield takes Mo too far out to score.
You have to bang it long and high.
So he does that. Goes into the pocket. Narrow-looking ball. Grundy the only one. There was a poor kick.
Yeah, it wasn't a great kick. Not a great option, but they did set the numbers back there, the Swans. Push back hard.
On commentary side of the ground, Brodie Grundy had a terrific year last year for the Swans. Goes short and down the line to Roberts, who marks. Interesting to see where this bloke can fit in and take his footy.
Matt Roberts, nice player.
Generally a good kick of the footy.
Yeah, he's a good kick. That's what they have got. It's a lot of good kicks, Sydney.
Goes down the line. Option was...
Here's Oliver.
Probably to the Giants' favour. Whitfield again gets hands on it, tries to farm it out the back to Clayton Oliver, who's in the number 10 jumper. He can't do anything with it. Goes over the boundary line with the ball.
Who was number 10 last year? Whose number did he take?
It's a very good question. A very good question. Somebody
Question
let us
without
know.
notice, as they say.
Warner goes inside forward 50, free kick marking contest against Sydney. And it's going to go to Laverde. He's made a bright start. Looks like he's got the job on Charlie Curnow.
Well, Charlie want better delivery than that.
Probably want better conditions than this too, the big forward. So down the line they go. Hogan gets involved, brings the footy to ground. Out the back to Bice it goes. Swings onto that left foot. High footy up towards half foot. Curnow with the most agricultural leap into the back of Buckley, who stands his ground and takes the mark. And now the switch is on. Goes back to Ash, who takes the ground in front of him as he often does. Goes down the line, out wide. O'Halloran marks, steps around Blakey, buys himself a bit of time, driving footy up towards half forward. Pretty open forward line. Good stuff by McCartan.
Excellent.
Stood his ground, did nicely against Stringer. The Swans want the corridor again by the looks of it. Wide open. Inside that corridor was Heaney.
That is Charlie. Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's Goulden.
It's Goulden.
Taking the mark inside forward 50.
Don't look much alike, those two. Jacob Ware was the number 10 last year. So
of course it was.
Charlie just rode. Have a look at a replay there. Oh, poor Jack Buckley rode him like a horse, strapped a saddle on him. Errol Goulden out. Very, very kickable for Errol.
Well, you'd expect him to knock this through, wouldn't you? I mean, he's a beautiful kick of the footy. From 50, the right side for a left footer. It's a good-looking kick off the boot. And
it is.
No doubt about that at all. So
sure is.
Goulden takes advantage of that 5 minutes into the opening quarter, and Sydney get the first on the board for the afternoon. And that's Errol's first for the season. And the Swans just stretch out to a 6-point lead early. A couple of behinds on the board for each of them, but Goulden gets them underway.
Such a good player. He's really so talented. And he's the sort of player that, if they're going to go all the way, he needs to have an All-Australian season, which is not unusual for him. But
I mean, just not alarming, but they'd be a little bit concerned, I reckon, GWS. A couple of times Sydney have been able to bring it back through the corridor, and there've been people out on their own all over the place.
Yeah, they got the corridor twice really easily, which has made it easier to get the ball inside 50.
So Riccardi goes up against Grundy. He should have the advantage there. Physical stuff in the middle of the ground.
Toby.
Some bodies crashing in. Warner goes in and gets it. Whistle on play. Just behind Chatters, who's about to pile drive him inside forward 50.
Helps when we've got a little bit of background noise, doesn't it?
They've just picked up the, maybe the gremlins have been sorted out here.
Hopefully.
GWS move it forward. Ash drifting up towards centre half forward. Marks in between that position and centre. The centre circles here at Henson Oval, takes the mark.
Imagine the confidence he would have got out of being the best on the ground in the State of Origin.
Yep. Called the play on now.
Terrific player.
Just pokes it high into a 3v3. Stringer may have caught one high in the marking contest. Rampy, the defender, ball hits the deck. There's a whistle. There's going to be a Sydney free kick off the ball to Riley Bice in the back pocket. Member side of the ground comes short. Does nicely. Sheldrick takes the mark, plays on straight away down the line. He goes up towards half
good
forward.
on you, Charlie. That was
Charlie
terrific.
stood in the middle of the pack. This is what he does. Wheels and goes.
Go all the way.
Driving footy. It's a magnificent kick from Curnow. That's what he does, Picks. We've seen him do it a million times in the navy blue jumper. Backs himself, sees the goal square wide open, pins the ears back, and all it really is a matter of does he strike it well. If he does, we know he's got the coverage.
Yeah, no doubt. I think initially he was looking for Amati. He kicked it on the Amati's favour at the back.
Yeah, yep.
And Amati went, hang on a minute, this has got a bit more on it than I thought.
Yep.
But it was a terrific mark by Curnow. So a nice positive start by Big Charlie.
Yeah, they're going to be
strong grab.
It was, wasn't it? His concentration.
He gets on his bike, and yeah, he looked to kick it goal side to Amati, and Amati went, no, it's got to carry this.
He did well.
The Amati party said, you can have an early one, Charlie. I won't spoil it for you.
2-1-13, one behind Tyre Power scoreboard. Your trusted tyre experts, and already Charlie with an unmissable moment for Drinkwise. Swans go forward again. Players free in the corridor. Sheldrick on his right foot goes inside forward 50, looking for Heaney on the half volley. Couldn't control the ball.
And he's deep forward. Warner's been at the centre bounces.
Leake was in the middle of that for Judas. Warner just bursts his way through, driving ball right to the line, and Iden there to thump it through for a rush behind for the Swans. 2-2-14, one behind GWS. Tyre Power scoreboard, your trusted tyre experts. Gee, they've been wide open in the corridor. It's
got it easily, haven't they?
They have. So Ash goes very short.
This is an important hit out for both teams, really. It's your last good look before round one or opening round. You want to get a lot out of these games.
Couple of short balls. Now they exit defensive 50. Ball hits the deck. Crashing through there was Angwin. He can't take it beyond the boundary line. We'll have a boundary thrown in front of the interchange gates.
And as I said before, like you do want to go in feeling good about yourself. And that's what Carlton will do after last night.
Yep.
And the winner of today's will be the same, today's game. At the moment, the Swans have started full of running.
They've certainly got the better of the two lineups on paper out there today.
They should.
Yep. So Blakey, as he does, finds a bit of room in front of him, takes advantage of it, drives it inside forward 50. Himmelberg does well. They share the footy down back peak. Driving ball out of defensive 50. The Swans have got the numbers at ground level again. Isn't it good to see this bloke back playing some footy? Joel Hamling, his injury has been curtailed.
He's
almost a forgotten man in the AFL, Hamling.
This is his third club, isn't it?
Yep.
So he started the Cats.
Probably his fourth.
Dogs,
Fremantle.
Fremantle,
yep.
And now Sydney. So he's a cockroach.
Yeah, exactly.
You cannot kill him.
No, you cannot. So again, Grundy just having his way of it. They farm it away from the stoppage, but the pressure from GWS was pretty good. Gothard was in there, but again, controlling this footy is going to be a challenge today. Blakey gathered it. Gothard gathered him, and the three of them go over the boundary line together. Have another ball up in front of it, ball in front of the interchange gates. 10 minutes, 11 minutes gone, opening quarter here at Henson Park. Sydney with the first couple on the board. Riccardi up against Grundy. Should have been a free kick for Toby Green, surely, to goodness.
Had to be, and finally they found it.
Put his body on the line. Warner crashing over the top. Plays on quickly. Goes down the line to Riccardi. Good hands. Stretchy stuff. Going back with the fly to the footy. Takes the mark. Doesn't look for the big fella. This fella, Madden.
I like Madden as a kid. I liked him a lot. He reminded me of Alex Tishenko, the big Russian.
He did a couple of likely things last week. He looked a chance.
No, he's a big unit. Really big guy.
So they went into him then. Offhands. Sydney defence doing its job. Ramp in the middle of all that. Thumped it over the boundary line.
Been excellent at VFL level. He's trimmed down a bit. As a kid, he was just a real big lump of a kid, but he's sort of really trimmed down. And
gets through to Grundy there in the battle of the ponytails. Gets it out to Gothard, top of the square, but the Swans have got numbers back. And Bice chips in to take the defensive mark. They go to the outer side of the ground. Chain of handballs. Driving footy it is, John. So we've got numbers. Comes back to Iden. He keeps going back. Laverde, he goes back with the handball as well. They're back in their defensive 50 now. Switches on to the commentary side of now. Buckley in a bit of space. Pokes it down the line. It's a poor kick. Easy pickings.
There should be loose players here.
McInerney gives it to Blakey, whose kick was too wide. Charlie was leading out towards the pocket, and the ball just kept on carrying over the line. So it'll be a free kick here for Buckley.
Yeah, the way that carried, they might be kicking with a bit of a breeze here.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
That really, even that last Curnow kick, as I said, it went a lot further than he thought it was going to go.
Yep.
So a bit of a breeze going towards the Swans end, left of screen.
So Buckley will have a heavy load to carry early in the season here. He goes into a pack of players, off hands, out of bounds. Like thrown in between wing and half forward, commentary side of the ground. Laverta, Hogan
looks a bit sore, doesn't he?
He does in that marking contest, picks himself up.
Just going to come off.
Right leg related.
Look too bad though.
No, he's hobbling around. I think he might come to the bench for a bit
he's
of
coming off.
Look at that.
Might have the possession first.
Oh, the ball's going to find its way to him here. He certainly doesn't appear to be comfortable on that right ankle.
No, he was there. He was going to just keep going, but then they've said, "No, come off. We'll have a quick look."
Yep.
He should be okay though.
He'll make his way to the interchange bench, and it's that time of the year though, isn't it, Pix, when you see one of your prime movers, and they've lost too many of them already. GWS, they will be hoping that is no news from that. So Mills hit hard by Toby Green as he kicked it, not the required. Roberts underneath that. Goddard gets him, and we'll have a ball up in front of the interchange gates again.
What did you think last night when Walsh went off?
Yeah, just a moment of concern, but the way he moved to the interchange bench, to the downstairs, he looked like he was...
He looked like he was fine.
Yeah. Again, Sydney win the better of the skirmish. They go forward. Buckley there to get away Madden. Sheldrick went through the back of him. Umpire called play on. Mills, good hands. Gets it to Sheldrick on that left foot around the body quickly. But Laverde takes the mark in front of Amati.
Just kicked blindly, didn't he?
He did. Down the line he goes. This fella did some nice things last year, Harry Ralston.
Harry Ralston, the Swans wanted him. They bid on him when he was draftable, which I think the Giants thought was just sticking it up there and making him pay a bit more. But they actually liked him. He's James Leake. He's good talent, this kid, Tassie boy.
What do you know about him? He's a good size, good shape.
He's one of our boys.
He's one of yours, yep.
Yeah, he's, and I think they rate him pretty highly.
Where's he going to play? What's his...
Oh, that's a very good question. He can play midfield. I think that's where he'll end up. He can play forward and back.
Yeah,
so,
go right up.
Good size.
Handy. Yep.
Yeah.
So Wicks outer side of the ground, keeps the ball alive. They tread the tightrope down the boundary line. Amati can't mark, feels for his left ankle, left or right. Yeah, that didn't look right. Luke again in the middle of the transition from defence. Himmelberg gets it from his teammate to get up to half forward. O'Halloran found a bit of space. Quickly drives it to 2v2. Stringer, too strong, just got Hamling off the line, top of the goal square, takes the mark. Excellent use of his body.
It was very good. He started promisingly. Hogan's fine. He's ready to come back on.
Well, that is a good result.
Yeah, he's fine. It's just he rolled his ankle, but he's okay. And this is the top of the goal square, so Stringer will kick the first here for the Giants.
He's been good so far. Probably could have given one away a bit earlier that he chose not to, but he's been in the game. So a lively start for Jake Stringer. Gets the first Giants goal on the board for the afternoon. 1-1-7 GWS, 2-2-14. Sydney. Tyre Power, your trusted tyre expert scoreboard. We're going nearly 16 minutes in the opening quarter, and good news for Jesse Hogan fans and Giants supporters. As you said, Pixie's back on the ground.
Yeah, important player. Just having a look at the replay, so he just flew for a mark, and then just have a look at the way he lands. Yeah, a little bit of an outside roll of the right ankle, but he's fine. He's fine. No doctor, but if he was an issue, they wouldn't take a risk with him. So he's straight back out there.
Not a chance. So early stats, Himmelberg's leading all ball winners with 7 so far.
It's the defenders, isn't it? It's
yeah,
Himmelberg, Laverde and Buckley. They're the leading possession winners for the Giants, and midfielders Mills for the Swans. So
Madden and Amati take their turn very much, second string ruckers, but at Sydney again, Goulden gets it to Sheldrick. It was the long lead being provided by Jordan, couldn't mark. Ball hits the deck and goes out wide to your man, Leake, who's been impressive so far. Spreads it further wider to Angwin. His kick was quick and under pressure. McDonald sends Sydney back into attack off hands. The arc of 50 in the boundary line. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. Been good, your man.
Talented player. Very talented player. A lot of questions asked about him, where he's at. Clubs?
Yeah, okay, so...
Photo type.
Madden.
Good footy IQ.
McDonald. Good to see Logan McDonald looking in pretty good form last week against the Doggies. Sheldrick again goes to the top of the square. Big pack. Curnow splits it. Ball hits the deck. Warner, Roberts, ball, ground level. Good stuff by the Giants. Delana, Hosea did nicely. Clean hands in tricky conditions, and they exit defensive 50. They find Hogan, who plays on quickly. Goes out towards Thomas, couldn't mark. Good stuff by Bice. Thomas' recovery was quick, and he goes into Stringer, who
Had a good look at it.
he had a step on Malik and dropped one that he probably should have taken. Delana again stays alive. Madden goes and puts hands on the footy. McCartan wraps him up. Umpire lets him find a way of extricating that footy. It won't come out, and he'll ball up 50 out from the Giants' goal. Disappointed in himself, Jake Stringer.
Yeah, had a good look at it.
He did. Nothing's easy today in these conditions, but he would have backed himself to mark that. Oliver gets his first look at it. Hurried ball forward, but Tommy McCartan is going to have a huge role for Sydney again this year. Takes the mark. Gordon almost runs into a bit of trouble. Out to Malikan. He always had the loose on the outside. Hamling is that loose. Pins the ears back, goes down the line, missed his targets. Off the shin of Himmelberg, goes forward, but Swans have got the numbers out of sight of the ground. It's a bit of pinball from one end to the other without anything really happening. Canelio does well, gets it out to Gothard. His handball didn't do his man Delana any favours at his feet. Wrapped up straight away while the ball up.
No, it's the days like this where it's really slippery. And the quick handballs can really come unstuck.
Yep. I guess you want to try what you've been putting into practice all pre-season.
Yeah,
like you've been conditioned to do that all pre-season, haven't you?
Yeah. But then sometimes you've got to adjust to the condition. And there are times when you just got to sink the boot into it. Just get the, take the meterage, get it forward.
It felt like one of those moments.
It's not pouring rain. I mean, it's actually not raining at all, but it's just a slippery ball.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the end of the rain. Have a look at the
radar.
Yeah, the radar. There might be a bit more coming our way, but for the time being, it's just wet underfoot. So, again, another grab ball, all leaky, almost threw that out. The umpire said play on. It dribbles its way up towards half forward. Whitfield goes back, gets it, gives it to Iden. Iden out the back to Ash. So, they're very comfortable going backwards. It was excellent by Roses. Great gather of Marty, and he's got a man out the back. That was brilliant. Wet weather footy by Sydney.
Yeah, just the kick, a kick was overcooked a bit, and swooping in was the ground level there. Who was that ground level player?
Yeah, it was Roses who got it to Amati.
Roses, fantastic pickup. And then Amati, quick hands, great pickup himself, and then a good little tap-up kick here to James Jordan, who he should finish here. He gets a good look at it. 30 metres. Yeah,
25-30 out, 45-degree angle, should kick the goal. He's pushed out to the right. Not really his go, is it? He's not a noted finisher.
No. But he should have kicked that.
He should have kicked that. There's no doubt about that. So 36 goals from his 114 games. James Jordan become a really good role player for Sydney, but found himself...
He's a premiership player, although he didn't get on the ground.
No, that's still
the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
This doesn't sit right, does it? That it'll never will.
Oh, Jed Buse didn't get on last night in a practice match.
Pretty strange. I thought he must have done something in the warm-up, but nothing out of Geelong.
I haven't heard a thing about it.
No.
Found it very strange.
Spent a lot of time talking to Bucks, but didn't get any game time, which
didn't get a run.
Anyway, good fly from Bice. Can't take the mark. O'Halloran's been busy across half forward, out to Riccardi. He goes back to Ash, who's threatening to run through a couple. He ran out of territory and ideas in the end, and Roses laid the tackle. Swans, brilliant from Warner. Got away from Canelio, just fended him off. Laverde had to keep it in front of him, did. Canelio goes back to lend a hand, all the way back to Buckley, who steps around Warner nicely. Good composure. Laverde's had his hands on it a fair bit into the middle of the ground. Oliver. Now, is he going to use the footy? Well, he does. Riccardi. They sweep through the middle of the ground. They flare it out wide. Got a man open in the pocket. It's Stringer, who takes the mark. Was all on his own and well found.
It was a good transition from the Giants. Off half back. Buckley did well. This is a tricky kick, but this is the sort of stuff that Jake will dine out on around the corner and bang it home.
He'll turn that left shoulder to the goal face, take a couple of steps inbound, and here he goes. Pulls the trigger now. He's missed it to the near side now.
Bit of Shawnee Simpson head, a bit of Narra.
2-3.
It's his nickname, Narra.
Yeah, right.
A bit of a narrow head.
2-3-15 Sydney, 1-2-8 GWS.
He does tune in, so I hope you heard it now, but anyway.
So Blakey steps out of the defensive goal square, called to play now to Wicks. Feisty character.
Yeah, I think he's an important part of their team. He went back last year and he started back today. He was a small forward.
This feels like his spot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Rampy does well, gets it out to Sarong, who's an interesting acquisition. Just couldn't break it.
We sort of forced Jake Lloyd out of the team, didn't he?
He did,
Yeah,
that's right.
and Jake Lloyd's been a wonderful player, a couple of BNFs.
He plays with an edge too, which you don't mind. I know he can probably cross the line occasionally, Sam Wicks, but
I reckon you need a couple of them in your team.
I don't disagree. Roberts comes inboard, centre circles, double clutch. Sarong takes the mark.
We should have given the hands inside there.
Pulls the trigger instead, goes inside.
Out the back.
Pulls out the back. He's got his man. Jordan's going to run onto this edge of the goal square. Should kick the goal, and on this occasion, he does. So missed the set shot. Doesn't miss the check side crumb from 11 metres out. So Sydney get another one on the board. They got through the first four to 3-3-21. They move along 2-1-2-8. The Giants on the Tyre Power, your trusted tyre expert scoreboard.
It's unusual defence from Buckley. Completely missed the ball and it went out the back, which is just a cardinal sin for a defender. And AFL teams make you pay if you let it get out the back. And James Jordan was out the back, gagging around out the back, hoping for a spill on a slippery day.
Well, he has twice now, Picks. He's been wide out. Obviously, whatever they're doing, the Greater Western Sydney Giants, they're not paying any attention to this bloke.
No, and he slid out the back a couple of times. So you don't get taught to do that because that's not really where they want you to be, the smaller players in the forward line. But on a day where it's a bit slippery, you can get the odd cheapie. And then you got one then.
So back in the middle we go. Grundy, who's been the dominant big man on the ground thus far. Again, Toby Green pushed in the back.
That not have been a free kick.
The umpire said play on. He does have to work hard for his free kick. Sarong gets the loose footy, driving, drop punt, top of the square.
Again.
Good carry on the kick. No one can gather it. Ash does brilliantly. And then Buckley just walks it over the line. Charlie Curnow says, what about that? There was no intention at all from Buckley to keep that ball in play.
Again, misjudging by Buckley and let it out the back. I mean, maybe that breeze is a bit stronger than we think.
Yeah, there might be something to that.
It doesn't seem a lot of movement with the trees in the background.
No.
Anyway, the ball seems to be carrying at that end.
Grundy drops it down to Warner, tries to thread his way through, gets the handball to Jordan again. Curnow, little chipping ball, not the required. Play on's the call. Buckley did not want that at all. The handball from his teammate, Connor Stone.
He didn't expect it coming to him.
He had no idea it was coming. He had no intention of gathering it. Oliver gets the crumb and drives it into the middle of the ground. Goddard pushes up from that small forward roll, gives his defender something to go with. Canelio set the handball to his teammate. In trouble. Turnover, middle of the ground. Can Sydney extricate? They can. Sheldrick again. No one's going anywhere near him. Kicked it 4 metres. Warner wrapped up straight away. Good enough to get his kick away. Edge of the square stuff. Ball bounces and hits the behind post. Let us throw in.
All right, let's look at some of these major numbers. 9-5 the clearance is Sydney. The inside 50's 18-10 Swans way. Sheldrick's up to 9 disposals. He started well.
No one's been anywhere near him. Highly unaccountable through that punt. It's going to be a free kick here. Yep.
It'll be McDonald, is it?
I think it was McDonald. Yeah, Laverde threw his arm at the loose footy.
Well, that happens a bit, that stuff.
Yeah, and accidentally catches his man across the chops.
Oh, it was a free, though.
And there was contact there. So, unlucky Jaden Laverde, but Logan McDonald takes the free kick.
They always look so confused, defenders, when they give away a free.
Not that hard to work out why that was a free kick, to be honest.
This should be the 4th goal for the Swans here.
Kicked the ball beautifully last week against the Western Bulldogs. He had that ankle injury and he pokes this through. So, the McDonald-Curnow combination, both on the board here early. And it's made a nice little bright start throughout the early stages of this pre-season. 4-3-27. Sydney move along to 19 points in front now of the Giants. 1-2-8. Been going 27 minutes in the opening quarter here at Henson Park.
Kicking efficiency of the Swans is 46%. The Giants is 72%.
Doesn't feel like
it doesn't feel anything like that. When they've got it inside 50, they've been very effective. The clearance numbers, it's 10-5 now. So they're getting right on top in and around the drop of the ball.
It feels like Grundy's been... Well, they really haven't got anyone to throw at him, have they?
Well, they've got young Madden, but he's a kid, really.
Yep.
That's about it. They've got... It looks like Riccardi, is it?
Yep.
Oh, no, is it?
Yeah, it's Riccardi. Yeah, he's going to jump against him here, so...
I reckon I'd be loath after last night to put any forwards into the ruck.
Well, Riccardi had his eyes firmly on Grundy, who had his eyes firmly on the ball, and he found Heaney effortlessly. His kick inside 50 is cut off.
Such a difference when you've got a proper ruckman going up against a part-timer.
It was interesting watching that matchup. That was Ash v Jordan. I wouldn't be surprised if Jordan's been given the job to sit on Lockie Ash.
Yeah, not a bad move. I'd be sitting on him too.
And Ash just drifting off Jordan. And again, he found himself in a bit of space in that transition. Found the footy to a teammate. They go inside again. Curnow gathers it, tries to farm it out to Roses. Can't do anything with it. Sheldrick again in the middle of everything. Toe poked it through. They think he's kicked a goal. Giants are claiming it to be touched, but the umpire says all clear, Major, and Sheldrick is having quite the opening quarter.
Is he ever? He dropped the chest mark there. They're still whinging about it being touched. I think it was touched onto his boot for a goal.
Okay.
And I think it was pushed down onto his boot by the Giants player, but in the end, Sheldrick's having a purple patch. He's had 10 disposals, 7 and 3, and now a goal and a clearance to go with it. Yeah, it's just a clinic out of the middle at the moment.
That's too easy. Yep.
Grundy won't be getting this sort of stuff in the real stuff, I wouldn't have thought. Sheldrick, let's have a look at this replay. He just kept following up his work. You have a look. I reckon you'll see... no, I don't think it was touched at all. I think Harvey Thomas knocked it onto his foot. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sheldrick's kicked another one for the Swans. And it started very promisingly.
They have owned the territory in this one, and now they're owning the scoreboard. 25 points the margin. They should do it comfortably, as we said from the start. The respective teams that have been selected today, you'd expect Sydney to be able to win this one pretty comfortably. Giants get the takeaway on this occasion, but it's a wide ball out of the centre square. O'Halloran can't trap it. Rampy can. Where's he at, do you reckon, Dane Rampy? Is he going to... If Sydney are going to be what you think they're going to be, is Rampy going to be forced to hold his spot in this team, do you think, or is he a lock?
I think he's a lock.
Lock, yep.
Yeah, I think he's a lock. I mean, he's been playing on the best forwards. I mean, hopefully Melican and McCartan can do the job on the big ones, and he can just lock down on somebody. He's such a good player and a good leader. I don't think he's falling out of the team anytime soon.
Giants go forward, a free kick to Blakey, who was clipped in the back in the marking contest. He just feels a bit ginger in that lower back of the right hip.
There's only 3 seconds left until quarter time, so it's been a good start by the Swans.
Drives it up towards centre wing, and there is that siren. So a good quarter. 5 individual goal kickers: Gordon, Curnow, Jordan, McDonald and Sheldrick. It's a dominant quarter-time scoreboard for the Sydney Swans here at Henson Park. 5-3-33, Sydney lead the Giants 1-2-8. All the numbers on the Tyre Power, your trusted tyre expert scoreboard.
This is the 2026 AFL Community Series on AFL Nation. Thanks to Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts.
In Thornbury, we have a crash at St George's Road just southbound before Normanby Ave. And we do have some emergency works in Boronia at Dorset Road, just at Boronia Road. We are looking busy on the Princess Freeway, just outbound from the West Gate through to the Point Cook Bend. Footy's back, and the Sportsbet app is the fastest and easiest way to have a crack this season. Download the Sportsbet app today. Chances are you're about to lose. And that's the latest SEN traffic.
Get Australia's best-selling vehicle 3 years in a row with 3K off select Ford Ranger models at participating Ford dealers. Based on VFAX data. See Ford.com.au for full terms.
Did you know you can watch all your favourite SEN shows on YouTube? Subscribe today.
Want $10,000 worth of upgrades on your new home? Build with Hotondo Homes. Your home, your way. Visit hotondo.com.au today for details. T&Cs apply.
Did you know you can watch all your favourite SEN shows on YouTube? Subscribe today.
Keeping your vehicle running at its optimum level is a duty the team at Tyre Power take very seriously. So, on top of the famous free 5-minute tyre safety check, Tyre Power also offers maintenance and tyre servicing. It's like going to the physio, but for your tyres. This month, you can get 25% off on both selected Falcon and Dunlop passenger and SUV tyres. Big brands, better buy sale on now. Find your Aussie-owned local independent Tyre Power dealer at tyrepower.com.au.
Tradies, this one's for you. The brand new ABN TradeMates app is here. Made by tradies for tradies. Smart tools for the job right there in your pocket. Stay connected with access to the ABN Group's community updates, the latest news, tips and seasonal info. Plus, up-to-date safety info and alerts. And when you need support, Subby Assist has your back. Unlock exclusive rewards like sports and concert tickets just for being part of the crew. Download the new ABN TradeMates app today. Stay informed, stay connected and get rewarded.
52 weekends a year. That's all you've got. 104 days of freedom. 104 days to explore this beautiful country. Go on great adventures and follow wherever the impulse takes you. 2,496 hours of beach, bush, country, off-roading, getaways, holidays and road tripping. Nearly 15,000 minutes of irreplaceable family memories. So don't waste a single minute. Conquer your weekends in the Ford Everest.
The E&S Clearance Outlet is turning 10. To celebrate, we're offering massive savings on brands like Bosch, Fisher & Paykel, Westinghouse, Smeg, Villeroy & and Caroma. Until the end of February, get an extra 20% off fridges, washers and dryers, an extra 20% off ovens, dishwashers and cooktops, an extra 30% off kitchen sinks and taps, and an incredible 50% off all bathroom products. So visit the E&S Clearance Outlet in Clayton and get value the E&S way. Silent Saturday. Please apply.
G'day, Jason Hodges here. Like me, you know that life happens on lawn, and my mates at Strathair Instant Lawn have been producing world-class grass for over 50 years. Whether you need a play space for the kids, a barbie area for your mates, or an outdoor spot for the pooch, Strathair offer a lawn for every yard or project. From the hardy Tiff Tough Hybrid Bermuda to the greener in winter fescue. Call Strathair for a free quote today or go online to strathair.com.au.
Melbourne has an experience for everyone, and the best place to experience it from is Brady Hotels. With central Melbourne locations, each Brady Hotel is steps away from Melbourne's best shopping, dining, sports and entertainment. And Brady Hotels lets you stay and experience Melbourne your own way. Choose from rooms or apartments that are perfect for short or extended stays with the flexibility to suit work or play. So experience Melbourne with Brady Hotels. Book now at bradyhotels.com.au.
This is the 2026 AFL Community Series on AFL Nation. Thanks to Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts.
Good on you, Charlie.
Charlie stood in the middle of the pack. This is what he does, wheels and goes.
Go all the way.
Driving footy. It's a magnificent kick from Curnow. Quickly drives it to 2v2. Stringer.
Wow.
Too strong. Just got Hamling off the line. Top of the goal square. Takes the mark. Excellent use of his body. A lively start for Jake Stringer. Goes inside.
Out the back.
Pulls out the back. He's got his man. Jordan's going to run onto this edge of the goal square. Should kick the goal. And on this occasion, he does. Sheldrick again in the middle of everything. Toe poked it through. They think he's kicked a goal. Giants are claiming it to be touched, but the umpire says all clear, Major, and Sheldrick is having quite the opening quarter. He did have the quarter, and that was his first and his team's fifth of the opening quarter. Liam Pickering, in expert comments, casting his eye over these two from a soggy Henson Park today. At the end of that opening quarter, it was pretty much all Sydney, 5-3-33. The Giants 1-2-8 pickers.
Yeah, they're very good. Sydney, as we talked about. I mean, Giants got a lot of players out, but yeah, the way they set the game up really well there. I thought the Giants' defence was a little bit ho-hum in that quarter, with a lot of balls getting out the back, running under it. We do think that maybe the Swans have got a bit of an advantage with the conditions, but it's been around the ball. Clearance are 11-7. Out of the centre, it's 4-2. So they've been very good, and that's the dominance of Brodie Grundy. But I've really liked the game of Sheldrick.
He's been good.
He's had 10 disposals. Yep. Been excellent in the first quarter. The midfield's been right on top. James Jordan has been excellent, as you said. He's had a great start as well, 7 disposals and kicked the goal. So Charlie's looked good. Got a tough matchup. I mean, Buckley's a very good defender, but they're getting plenty of the ball in there. It's 20 inside 50s to 11 Swans way.
Well, let's see if there is any breeze going the Giants' way in this second quarter. So Madden gets his chance, but Brodie Grundy again gets first hands on it. The Giants get the first takeaway. Toby Green, long and strong driving footy. Excellent mark. Going back with the flight of the footy in defence by Lewis Melican.
He's an improved player, isn't he, Melican?
Goes short. row bottom. Blakey cruises by, has a bounce, so maybe
shouldn't have bounced it.
Ground conditions are improving, but
he's
running himself into a bit of trouble. He's got to get a free kick here, Papley. His first look at it.
Well, it's good to see him back playing. He's an important player for them, Papley.
He's probably got back in a bit quicker than they anticipated too.
Yeah, I think they're happy that he's getting a run in. So I think first game was when they were thinking he'd be back. First hit out in opening round, which is never ideal. He's come off the bench and just gone bang straight into it, not a possession. So
draws them deep into attack. Madden was there to thump the footy over the boundary line, deep into Sydney's attacking zone. Up against Grundy, who only has eyes for the footy. Every tall at the Giants is so preoccupied with him. He runs to receive, and excellent defensive work.
Come off his leg.
Toby Green threw himself at the smother. It could have.
The umpire said just throw it back in.
Yeah, probably a bit.
Toby's been good in and around the footy. Done a couple of nice things. I think he loves to run on the ball.
Yeah.
When we are right, I'll do it. We're short of midfields. Give me a go. He's very good in there.
So again, Grundy works his way to the front. Stepping through was Cleary. Couldn't do much with it. Under pressure. And Marty, excellent work. Just a bit too strong for Himmelberg. Had the sit on his back shoulder and moved him off the line just as the ball entered the area. And Joel Amati takes a mark 25 out directly in front.
It's all about timing. It's great body work, but it's when you set. He's set at the right time. He was just about to get himself set, Himmelberg, and he took him off his mark and kept front spot. Now he just needs to finish. Big Joel. He's normally a pretty good kick.
Going to be tougher spots down there this year, the key forwards. I don't think they'll be playing 4. Amati kicks the goal, so it's only taken a couple of minutes in the second quarter to continue where they left off. Amati gets his first, so 6 individual goal kickers now for Sydney. 6-3-39, 1-2-8, the Giants. Scoreboard for Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts.
Yeah, they got 3 from their big guys too. 1 to McDonald, 1 to Amati, and 1 to Kerno. So I think he's in their best team.
I know Hayden McLean out there just at the moment, so...
Well, he might be the one that misses out. Unless they decide they need some help in defence, and McDonald could go back and potentially play there.
Well, that might be the saviour for one of these tall blokes.
If they lose it, they lose a Melican or a McCartan, I think McDonald would play well as a key poster in defence. Amati, I don't think would be his go, but forward, definitely.
And who's going to be their relief ruckman if they are to...
Well, that's where McLean comes in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like Grundy, you know what he's like. Picks, he loves. He'd do 100% of game time on the ball.
Of course he would.
They go forward again. The Swans. Warner stepping around. Well, they wouldn't commit to him. He comes across the face of centre half forward. Roberts couldn't take the mark. Rouston toe pokes it into a bit of space. Could have been taken high. Delana. No, said the umpire. And then the umpire said, you actually hung on to the footy for too long. You tried to shrug the Blakey tackle. So he gets the free kick, drives it in nice and low. Himmelberg spoiled. Ball hits the deck. Heaney tries to get it to row bottom. He tries to hack it off the ground. Ball dribbles into the goal square. Ash back there to mop up. Just tumbles it down the line toward Hannaford. He's dispossessed. Probably hung on to a little bit too long by Mills. No, the umpire said you illegally got rid of the footy.
I thought it might have even been a sling tackle.
It looked like it in the end.
So 4 free kicks for holding the ball, which means the Swans are really good defensively at the start of this match. And Mills been appointed captain again. Massive raps on him. He just needs a good run with injuries, doesn't he?
He does. He decides to put it to the top of the square. Grundy gets down there, 3v1, defensive fist, whistle on play. It's going to be a free kick to Grundy.
Over the shoulder. So you're going to have a look at that replay.
Well, that is an awful piece of defensive work by GWS.
3 of them there. Yeah, let's go have a look. I thought Grundy was the one that did the pushing personally, but I'd need to see a replay.
Yeah,
saying that he's at the top of the goal square, so it should be number 7 here for the Swans. Giants on 1-2-8, stretch the margin to 45. 47 even.
8 games away from his
37 even.
The rain comes down pretty heavily now here at Henson Park, and Brodie Grundy becomes the 7th individual goal kicker here for the Swans.
Just give us that score.
7-3-45. It's 37 points to 1-2-8.
I went to the Peck once 30 years ago. Oh, actually more than that. Look, that is
What about that bank down in Geelong that...
No, it wasn't Pyramid.
No, it wasn't it? Right.
No, that was all well before I got there.
Okay, right.
I was 470 Spencer Street.
Oh, nice.
Now watch the push in here from Grundy. So he pushes the first one out, but then that was sloppy. Yep. That was the big fella, Madden.
Yeah, he didn't need to do it.
No, but he did. Kind of I'm saying, well, hang on, I got pushed in the back too, but his was more noticeable, the arm over the shoulder.
It just was completely he was locked away in the middle of three of them. He was never going to mark that footy as the rain really comes down hard now.
You like to have a 6.5 goal lead, six-ish goal lead when it starts belting down, don't you?
He fair income dominating this game, Brody Grundy. Like, they've got no idea how to play him at the moment.
Well, that's a free kick for one of those centre bounce where you run over the line.
Well, Madden's so keen to try and get in his way and disrupt his run at the footy that they're breaking the new ruck rules in an attempt to do it anyway. Ground level bias.
It's belted down.
It's very hard conditions now. Rouston gets it from O'Halloran, just dribbles it up towards half forward, but hitting hard was Rampy. That was clean. Did really nicely. Excellent work. And Sydney, with real poise and composure, find their way to Sheldrick. Again, down the line. They're finding too much space in the corridor. Roberts, just on the edge of the corridor. Back to Sheldrick. Goes in towards half forward. That wasn't good. Went it straight down the line, and Luke intercepted, took the mark. So Giants turn it around. Up towards half forward they go. There's a holding free kick to Rampy.
Yeah. Yeah, conditions really tricky now. It is
rough as.
It is really doing the Sydney number. When it rains in Sydney, it really rains. And it is belting down.
And we get a lot of picks here.
They do.
Big racing man, and a lot of Saturday afternoons, rain-affected tracks up there in Sydney.
Don't leave me out of them when it's raining the heavy up there.
So Peake again, who's been impressive, been one of their brighter lights, goes down the line. O'Halloran read the crumb nicely, tumbles it up towards half forward, but everything's under pressure. Sarong in the middle of that. Hannaford as well. Ball comes out to Hamling, to Bice. He threatened an unusual-looking handball, almost sold the dummy. Found a bit of space. Grundy again tried to farm it out to his man who was cruising by Warner. That was the other Warner, Corey, but the Giants get the better of it. Now they spread from one side of Henson Park to the other, but Hannaford's wrapped up by Wicks, and there's a bit of afters as often as the case.
It's a bit of the Wicks stuff you're talking about. In an eagle.
It was Gothard, not Hannaford.
Yeah, they've got a couple of those types.
Yeah, they have, haven't they? Yeah.
They like those types. If you think of Darcy Jones and you think of little Harvey Thomas, obviously Ollie Hannaford and Phoenix Gothard, they're similar types.
Back in play, Sarong gets on the end of the McInerney handball. They farm it out the back. Warner almost takes the mark. Clever use of his body against Angwin, but offhands out of bounds. We'll have it thrown in front of the interchange gates as the rain continues to pelt down here in Sydney.
Yeah.
They are tough conditions right now.
But they draft well, Giants as a rule. Their recruiting team are very good.
So Laddams gets his first look at it today. There was advantage was almost going to be called, but no.
So far forward of where the free kick was, they should have known it wasn't going to be paid. Paid advantage there.
So it was off the ball, and Canelio, the recipient, he drives the drop punt in towards half forward. McCartan goes up with a double fist. Sheldrick misses his man, looked for McInerney, comes out to Gothard. They spread it with a couple of handballs. Back to Canelio, high ball to centre half forward. Good luck marking that. They get under it. McCartan with half a fist, toe poke. Gothard with a quick kick inside forward 50. Coming out and attacking it was Grzeski. He farms it out wide. It's Delana. Nice step. Couldn't get room to kick it. Gothard can. Right to the line. Offense. He doesn't get it through. Doesn't get it through. Finds its way to Hogan, who somehow just shimmies it off the side of his boot. Don't know whether he did it deliberately, but it missed the would-be smotherer. And it goes through for their second. So it was pretty messy, but effective. Hogan's got his first and the second on the board for the Giants. 2-2-14, 7-3-45. Sydney, Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts scoreboard.
Delana's got a bit of a problem with his knee here. He got it crashed into from the side. Let's have a look. Yeah, really taken hard by Sheldrick. He's going to have to come off.
In the hands of the trainers here.
Yeah, Rampy misjudged that. Should have knocked it through. It ended up being Hannaford across to Hogan.
There's no way Hogan meant that.
Nah, he tried to kick it over. It went off the side of his boot.
Yep.
It would have been smothered if he kicked it over.
So Bice had jumped in the way, and he definitely tried to kick it over the top of Bice's head, but skewed off the side of his boot, and he was only a foot out, went through for a goal. So badly needed one for the Giants. Back in the middle we go. This is now a real slog in the middle of this ground. Toby Green handballs into a bit of space. Madden goes off the deck, inside forward 50. McCartan fends off, got rid of O'Halloran, goes out wide. Cleary comes at it, can't mark. Boundary line close, off hands, out of bounds. That is a closely cropped number one for...
It's like Reece Shaw. The way he runs.
For Caden Cleary. Hardy, folks on the outer grassy bank here at Henson Park watching this one.
We're going to go with Grassy Knoll.
There's one up there somewhere, I'm sure. Off hands again, out of bounds. So Delana doing a few run-throughs. Looks like he's moving okay. Clearly a bit hampered. But he's away from the trainers for the time being. Ball thrown in, 40 out from the Giants' goal. Ball hits the deck. Angwin, top of the square. Ball hits the deck now. McCartan stands up to Wicks, to Hamling, to Sarong. So nice chain of defensive handballs. Sarong can balance up, thump it out of defensive 50. Giants have got numbers here. Angwin threads it through to Oliver. The handball was poor. Just mistimed it, slewed off the side of his hand to Sarong, and he finds Chad Warner.
Big switch coming.
Who wants the corridor, that's where he goes. Got a man right in the circles, Roberts. They continue to switch on here. Out to Bice, generally a good user. Inside good forward kick. 50, lovely kick. Got a chance here. Sheldrick goes to the top of the square. Cleary couldn't take the mark. Ball just drops short. Rose's toe pokes into space. Himmelberg there. Does nicely. And they can get out of trouble for the moment thanks to Lockie Whitfield, but too close to the boundary line, off hands, out of bounds, 60 out from the Sydney goal.
Promising entry, but amounted to nothing in the finish.
So these conditions are going to dictate the way this game's played. And suddenly, Pix, you start to wonder, what are we looking for out of this game now?
It's going to get no injuries.
No, that's right.
And these days, you don't tend to. Players go pretty hard at it.
Sheldrick goes to kick it off the ground. As he did, Toby Green laid body on him, and the kick goes out of bounds on the full.
Assessment going on for that Delano that we looked at before. It's a knee assessment they're doing. You should hope it's okay. He got hit pretty hard from the side.
It's always the one, isn't it? Often the one. Toby Green wrapped up, dispossessed by Laddams. Roses there, the step, couldn't beat the tackle. Got the footy away to Jordan, goes back and gets it from Jordan. Excellent use, stepped around one or two, got the handball away just in the nick of time. He'd beaten one, that was the prior, but good enough to get the handball away. Bice stands under a couple, did drop the head. Madden goes in, can't do much with it. Toby Green wrapped up by Roses. Ball just keeps finding a way out. Now it's dragged in under a few. And we'll have a ball up in between wing and half forward, outer side of the ground. Just in case you're wondering, the rain continuing to fall.
Hard.
Yep.
It's belting down.
Good for the garden. Row bottom toe poke. Can't do much with it. Doesn't get a lot of distance. Giants try to thread their way through. Clever kick to Canelio. Wasn't the required. He can't do anything as Krzyzewski sees the footy over the boundary line. And it's going to be, he didn't get there in time, so the kick will be going Sydney's way. A lasso free kick down the line. It goes. McDonald off his boot. Buckley calling for the free kick and should get it.
And he will get it.
Inadvertent, but that's the rule.
So there's a blue on the champion data here for Errol Goulden.
Oh.
So that means they're assessing him.
Well, we didn't see what
any vision of him.
So we'll wait and see what that reveals. That is a real concern.
Well, it is. Well, there's been no vision of it. And Delanov obviously blew, but we're knowing that he's licked off. Didn't spot Goulden, though.
He did not. So deep into attack now, the Giants. They trail 45-14, type our scoreboard. Haven't been too many unmissable moments this quarter for Drinkwise. We'll certainly let you know when there is. Ball cleared. Angwin wrapped up by Cleary. Good tackle, brings him to ground. No prior. Ball up. Logo. Commentary side of the ground. Ball thrown up. Laddens did well. Got Madden underneath the footy. Clean take. Thumps it up towards half-forward. Ball bounces. Laverde dispossessed. Cleary another fierce tackle. Keeps his feet. Now loses it, but farms it out the back. Got his man out there. Sheldrick just hacks it off the ground. Giants have got numbers. Buckley's got to be quick. Is Laverde, Iden, Angwin. Good chain of handballs. He's got time to kick. It was partially smothered. Wicks goes hard at the footy, off hands, out of bounds. Wing and half forward. Sydney marginally into attack. 15 minutes gone. Second quarter, 7-3-45. The Swans, 2-2-14 the Giants. Tyre Power scoreboard. Ball thrown in. Very keen to find out something about Errol Gordon here.
Still in blue.
So Toby Green barrels one up towards half forward. Does get good carry. Hamling. Hard handball to Blakey, who was good enough to control it. To Mills. Hacking ball into the middle of the ground. Sheldrick's racking up the numbers. He's close to 20 now. Up towards half forward go the Giants as they find a way forward. Hannaford into the pocket. Second bite. Hogan takes the mark.
He's had 19. Sheldrick been terrific, playing full-time midfield. Lockie Whitfield and Himmelberg have had 10 each for the Giants. Toby Green's had 9.
So Hogan with the breeze here. It'll take a good kick in these conditions. He keeps it low, does go to the line, but Hamling there easily fists it over. For a rush behind, 2-3-15 GWS, 7-3-45 Sydney. Your trusted tyre expert scoreboard, Tyre Power. Giants marginally having the better of the inside 50s this quarter picks.
Yes, they are. It was 20-11 at quarter time. It's 25-18, so it's at 7-5 in this quarter in favour of the Giants. Well, they look a bit more composed.
They do. Curnow a long way from home, fighting hard for the footy, but can't do much with it. Harry Rouston wins the free kick for a high tackle. Too far out to score. We did see him have a day out up at the showgrounds last year where he kicked 5. Then against Collingwood, I think. Up towards the top of the square. No one can mark Angwin. Ground level. Gather goes into the corridor. Gothard can't do anything with it. Oliver can. There's a free kick.
That'll be a free to Oliver. He got kicked in the hands, the old-fashioned...
advantage played here, I think. Now, we're looking at the injured player.
It's a double whammy, I should say, with poor old Clayton Oliver. He's sore.
He's caught one in the hand and he's feeling it.
Yeah. So he didn't even get the chance to kick the goal himself. Who actually kicked it in the finish? No,
I didn't see in the end. I was looking at Gothard, who probably deserved the free kick. It was McInerney with the agricultural, pretty crude in the end, as Oliver had the hands on the footy. That was what the free kick was paid for. Oliver was good enough to get the handball into space. And the goal was kicked. He's still waiting to find out who that was, actually. So
someone had a snap off camera. Sneaky little snap.
It might have been Jake Stringer. In fact, it was Stringer who kicked the goal. So Stringer's kicked his second. And the Giants get their third on the board. So they've kicked a couple in a row here just to add a bit of respectability to that scoreboard. 24 points the margin now for Tyre Power. Jake's got a couple. So back underway, Iden at half back. Gathers the loose footy. Goes out wide. Mills, always tough. Roberts gets the handball from him. Gets the quick kick up to half forward. But Iden in increasingly difficult conditions takes a nice mark. Gives it to Toby Green. Flies out, and that's good news. Delana back on the ground, which is
that's very good news.
Terrific news for him. Krzyzewski and Rampy fight hard for the footy, but the boundary line is the winner there.
Errol Gilden's still in blue.
Right, well, we've got to find out what's going on here.
We need another computer where we can get the SMSs because they'll get the update from from the Foxes of the world. Terribly people send through.
So Oliver gets the crumb from the errant Grundy hit out. Thumps it inside forward 50. Mills' kick will be going very close to the boundary line. That'll be a free kick going the Giants' way. Clayton Oliver.
Jeez, never seen him run so fast to get that. There were some players I played with that were geniuses at it.
Always found themselves near it.
Yeah. Well, they just break 10 seconds for the 100 to get there. So your hand in the air, mine. So you weren't really the closest.
Get the stat for it.
Have another possession.
There you go. Inside forward 50, hugs the pocket. Oh, it was going to be a tough one to mark. Off hands out of bounds.
It's been a better quarter by the Giants. The repeat inside 50 entries.
21 minutes, nearly 21 minutes gone, second quarter. Just the 4 goals kicked in the term, 2 apiece. Ground level, Toby Green over the top of it, stands up. Can't get a kick away. Madden, Oliver getting busy. Rouston around the body, doesn't hit it the way he was hoping for. Hamlin cops one from Riccardi. There's a free kick. Now, the whistle's prior to that contest, so
it's going to Hogan, I think.
It is for some sort of interference in the marking contest.
I think a block is what I heard the umpires say. This will be 3 in a row if he bangs this home, and he should.
It will be. So it'll be a couple for Hogan and a couple for Stringer. And with an undermanned lineup,
promising.
This has been a good little fight back.
It's 10 inside 50s to 5 now for the quarter.
Hogan, who had that little issue with his ankle early in the first quarter, came back on moments after. From 15 out, he's missed it. Has he missed it?
He snuck it in.
He has just snuck it in. Just.
Didn't give the umpire some work.
So Hogan's got his second, 2 to Stringer, 2 to Hogan. 4-3-27, 7-3-45. It's a good little fight back this from GWS.
It sure is. Well, he's going to go into the season feeling pretty good about himself. Kicked 5 in the State of Origin game, of course, and then he won the best player too, didn't he? For Western Australia.
Yeah, the 2 Giants boys cleaned up.
So, he had a great season again last year.
It's good to see, isn't it?
Fantastic.
All the hurdles he had to overcome.
Well, his career looked done when he was at Fremantle.
Yep.
The Giants said, we'll give you one more chance, and it's been excellent for them. What's he up to in total goals? He's up 397, so he'll kick over 400 this year.
It's a good career.
He'll get to over 400. He won't kick 400, of course.
So back in the middle we go. Madden up against Grundy. Toby Green doing a heap of work in there. Tries to get his team going forward. Gathers the crumb again. Handball away while being tackled. Canelio's got to get rid of that. He does. Whitfield tried to hack it. Out of ground level. Stone. Good. Whitfield. Excellent. Gives it to Goddard, who was there to provide. They're a chance again as they go inside forward 50. Delana's kick was under pressure. Brilliantly run down by Ramp. He gathered his own crumb. Goes up towards half forward. Buckley read the danger. Came off Curnow. Did nicely. Delana, they go forward again here. They're out the back. Stringer in a bit of space. Drives it up towards the top of the square. Bouncing footy goes through. Outstanding stuff. Started with Buckley, who took it on. And suddenly the Giants, with 4 in a row, are right back in this game. 5-3-33. Stringer's got 3. Hogan's got 2. Sydney 7-3-45.
Yeah, their rebound off half back. They can't get it past half forward, the Swans. And that Stringer kick of 2 steps from 55. Hit it beautifully. Good carry.
Credit Jack Buckley.
Yeah, he just came off his opponent, didn't he? Just attacked the footy. He's a very good defender. Came off the rookie list. There's been a lot of those stories, isn't there? Guys, it took a while to get there, and then when they got there, they just looked like ready-made AFL players. You think, well, it wasn't his first round.
So just hearing that a good mate Whitey, who's tuning in,
what's he
it's a minor ankle, is the early reports for Errol Goulden. So
a minor ankle. Well, you wouldn't take the risk, would you?
No chance are you taking a risk.
Whitey, good on you, Whitey. Thanks for that, because we've got another computer in here.
So Sydney go forward again. Hitting it hard was Papley. Couldn't control it. Buckley again. Outstanding hands. On the up to Thomas. He just hugs the boundary line. He'll be coming back. Wicks will be the recipient. So the way the new rules are being interpreted, being played and interpreted, you're comfortable with the... Yep. So Wicks gives it to Warner.
Oh, that's gone straight off the side.
Gets it back. That's off the side of his boot. Out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, I've got no issues. We're going to give it a go at least. I like the fact that they're having a crack. Some different rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to agree with all of them, but why not? We're trying to get the game as quick as possible. There's a lot of dead stuff going on over the last couple of years.
Krzyzewski almost on the third attempt. Couldn't mark. Warner, ground level. Canelio fights hard. Giants really lift up. Oh, that's got to be a free kick. Rowbottom goes over the top. Canelio's entitled to be down there looking for the footy. Umpire said play on. Really good. They've lifted their rate here at GWS, grossly undermanned.
Bit of news here for the Blues. Nick Newman's been offered a 2-match ban for striking in the reserves yesterday.
What are you doing, Nicky?
In the VFL.
That's not what you want to be doing. I know you're a grumpy old man these days. He's probably not getting much sleep at home. Got the little bub. Probably just a bit cranky. But he doesn't need to be doing that on the comeback trail, of course.
They did well, the Blues. I popped in early yesterday, and a meeting that ended up being an hour and a half late, so I was there watching, and Cats were up easily. 5 or 6 goals. They ended up...
Blues point.
Yeah, it was really close. 1 or 2 points.
Flynn Young kicked a couple.
He looked all right. Yeah, he looked good. You've got a couple of young promising players there at the Blues. As have the Cats, of course.
So,
oh my God, what was that?
So he changed his mind from ball to boot, from hand to boot, did Peter Laddams, and was lucky to make contact in the end.
Bloody Ruckman, seriously.
It's a long way down.
Just do the basics. What was he trying to do? He missed his foot.
Midfield hit hard by Warner. Good ball control, though. Didn't cough it up. Giants, again, get up towards centre wing position. Hannaford can't gather it. Bice. Hannaford puts pressure on him. Bice goes in towards centre half forward. Need to be good here. Papley controls it nicely at ground level. Did beautifully. In towards the pocket he goes, and Warner protected the drop zone.
That's just the class, isn't it, of a player that's one of the best small forwards in the game in Papley. Slippery, tricky conditions. A lot of players fumbling. He was clean as a whistle. And even the kick out in front of Warner.
Perfect.
That's the class. That's where you want him in your side. And he's so important to them because he's such a... He starts the party, doesn't he?
He does. He absolutely does. So Warner's going to be a tough kick from 49. He's struck it very nicely. Right to the line. Marty had a couple of grabs, but the Giants were good enough in the end to thump it over the line. Through for a rush behind. It's been few and far between scoring in the last 15 minutes for Sydney. 7-4, 46-5-3, 33 the Giants. Tyre Power scoreboard as the GWS machine hugs that boundary line. We know that's their preferred sanctuary now. And offhands a wing position out of sight of the ground as the rain just backs off a little bit here.
Done a bit of damage to the ground. It's pretty slippery. Oh, mind you, the ground's held up quite well, but it'll be still very, very slippery on top.
Absolutely.
Very wet on top, I should say. The slippery.
Laddams tried to find Rowbottom. Toby Green pushed with ball in hand. Out of bounds. Another boundary throw in. 28 minutes gone, second quarter.
Sam Wick's now in blue. They're not going to take any risks after the way they started last year with injuries.
Yeah.
Any of those guys that have got, some sort of a little knock. There was a jumper hole there.
Well, I think they shouldn't take any risks with Errol Gordon next week either, to be honest. If he's got any issues, Picks, give him the rest. Rest him next week.
He won't be rested against Blues.
I don't think they should be playing him.
He'll be playing. Good try.
So, free kicks going to Harry Roaston. McInerney just tugged the jumper. 3 and a bit minutes to go in this second quarter.
They've played it well here, the Giants. Good.
Driving footy inside forward 50. Laddams gets in the back of Madden. Umpire, I didn't see it. I didn't think there was much in it.
What a hand. A shove right in the middle of someone's back.
It looked that way to us. The Giants into attack. Can they find one more? They've kicked the last 4 goals of the game. Toby Green wrapped up. Papley a long way from home, surely dispossessed. Umpire said play on. Toby Green at ground level, check side. High ball, get underneath that and mark it if you can. Blakey with a fist over the boundary line or the boundary throw in. Giants into attack. There's a 25-point margin at quarter time, been cut to 13. Ball thrown in, 35 out from the GWS goal. Laddams. Madden on the up. Hannaford just caught one high. Umpire said play on, but Buckley again playing in front of Charlie Curnow. He's had the better of that duel so far, has Jack Buckley.
Yeah, just 2 touches for Curnow. Did kick a goal. Buckley's played well.
Drives him back inside forward. 50, almost the mark on the chest to Stringer. Couldn't mark. O'Halloran lays the tackle. Madden goes down to ground level, gets it. Just handballed it aimlessly. Chance for Angwin. Throws his left boot at it. Check side, bounces through from behind. 5434 GWS 7446 Sydney. Tyre Power, your trusted tyre expert scoreboard. Blood rule now. So he did cop one high. The umpire thought he feigned it, but he's got blood streaming out of his eye. He's got blood all over the place. That's young Hannaford, I think.
Hannaford, yeah.
He threw the arms up, wanting the free kick, and the umpire said, nothing there.
Nothing in that. Well, his eyes all split open.
It'll take about 8 stitches for the nothing in that. He's got
That's a good old whack, isn't it?
Oh, is it what? It always looks better in the rain too.
Oh, it does. Remember Francis Burke?
Oh, magnificent
That
stuff.
Street that day.
Superb.
Oh, St. Francis.
Just...
Oh, Jingo. He was a toughie. Remember the bloke from the Swans? Greg Smith.
Oh, yeah, the bionic man.
The bionic man. He had strapping all over him.
He was the bloke who had his kneecap out the side of his... Oh, no, that was Darren Creswell.
That was Crezza.
Yeah.
I was playing on
You were
Crezza.
playing... Right, OK, yeah.
He tackled me. I thought, oh, gee, you're in trouble here, Crezza. As I snuck off to try and get a cheap possession while he was trying to bang his knee back in.
Which he did.
He banged it straight back in.
Knocked his own kneecap back into place.
He's playing the next week, I reckon.
That's crazy stuff.
He missed a game.
Gee, I wouldn't do that these days, Pix. They were brilliant, a bit tougher back in that generation.
Yeah, he was a very good, tough player, Crezza.
Oliver just toe pokes it up towards half forward. Stringer keeps the footy going his team's way. Got to be good here. McCartan out the back. Got to be good here. Rampy took his eyes off the footy. Heaney goes into lend a hand and out of bounds she goes. Hard up against the behind post as Hannaford goes downstairs.
Get some stitches,
yeah, for the hit that he didn't cop.
No, apparently not.
No. So can they find one more? Dying stages of the opening half here at Henson Park. She's soggy. Ground level, McInerney, almost tugged, chance, out the back. Here's your chance, Lockie Whitfield. Good purchase on that. That is an excellent kick right to the line. Roberts goes in. Now, McCartan just felt his ankle here on the goal line. He's limping out of that. Oh.
He's all right. We're going to look at it. It's half-time in a minute and a half, or a minute and 10. So, entertaining first half.
Really difficult conditions. Grundy's been terrific.
He's just owning it at the moment.
So McCartney's still hobbling around down there.
He'll get on the barrel.
He has, and he's hit it pretty well. Up towards half forward, off hands, out of bounds.
Yeah, Leake did well there.
He did. It's been good. Everything he's been asked to do, he's held his own across the half-back.
He's been terrific. He has.
Playing a bit undersized too on Joel Amarty. He's done a good job. You said he was a jack of all trades.
He's just got good IQ, good smart footy player.
Angwin over the top of it. Heaney sweats on him. Gets it out to McInerney. Free kick. Advantage. Just put the whistle away. Put the whistle on. No need to blow it. Sheldrick runs into trouble. Warner steps through a couple. Brilliantly done. Blakey on his left. Should have kicked that. Didn't quite hit it the way he wanted to, and it doesn't come back. Curnow complaining for being held. Through from behind.
Here comes the rain again.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit like this coming in from the ocean. She's
No, it's coming from the sky.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. 7-5-47, 5-5-35. Roberts clean. Grundy's been outstanding. Finds his man, Heaney.
Late score here.
In a bit of space.
No.
Oh, Laverde didn't want to take the mark. He double-fisted it, went through his hands and almost got out the back.
Happy's playing for the free.
Of course he is. Probably did cop one a little bit high, but it was very incidental.
What's he doing?
That's right, he did it.
His chest with his head.
Final 10 seconds of the half. Don't concede here, the Giants, and they'll be very happy with
they will be.
Their second quarter here. They've gone to work and they've made this a contest. Canelio over the top. Iden. Canelio goes back. Boundary line close. Warner wraps him up. Angwin takes it over.
So it'll be 4 goals to 2 quarter in the Giants' favour, which is a pretty good result. They were 25 points down at quarter time. They're 12 at half time. And they've got some goals into Stringer and Hogan.
Yes, well, all the goals from Stringer and Hogan. So 25-point margin at quarter time is cut to a 12.1 at the half. We'll come back and have a look at all the key moments as Charlie Curnow has a chat to the umpire about a free kick he thought he should have been paid in the dying stages of that second quarter. Nothing forthcoming. So at halftime here at Henson Park on the Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts scoreboard, it's Sydney 7-5 47, leading the Giants 5-5-35. Goal kickers to half-time. All the Giants' goals have come from their key forwards. Stringer with 3, Hogan with 2. All single goal kickers for the Swans. Sheldrick, McDonald, Jordan Goulden, who's off with a slight ankle injury, Grundy, Curnow and Amadi. At half-time here at a wet Henson Oval, Henson Park, is the Sydney Swans by 12 points.
This is the 2026 AFL Community Series on AFL Nation. Thanks to Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts.
Are you moving house soon? Origin can make a hard job a little easier by helping you move your electricity, natural gas and internet in one easy call. Origin, all kinds of useful.
On the Monash Freeway this afternoon, we have a truck that's broken down inbound after the Yarra Boulevard in the left-hand lane. And we do have a crash on the Westgate Freeway heading citybound before Williamstown Road. In Clyde, we have a collision at Clyde Fiveways Road northbound before Bilardo Road. Score game days at BWS. Get a 1 litre bottle of Bundaberg Original Rum underproof for $67. Hurry offer and Sunday, T's and C's apply. Choose to drink wise. And that's the latest SEN traffic.
Did you know you can watch all your favourite SEN shows on YouTube? Subscribe today.
Kevin James stars in Solar Mio, a heartfelt rom-com about second chances, unexpected connections and discovering what really matters. Solar Mio in cinemas now.
Did you know you can watch all your favourite SEN shows on YouTube? Subscribe today.
Don't get FOMO this winter. Wait, do the kids still say FOMO? What about 6-7? Is that still a thing? I kicked 6 goals 7 once. Get KO Sports with every game of every round of the 2026 AFL season live and on demand in 4K with no ad breaks during play.
That is incredible!
With all that footy plus the NRL, F1, Supercars, netball and all the other sport you love. You won't miss a thing on KO Sports.
New cars, demos and near new. Quality used cars. Great trade-in prices on all makes and models. Wow, they really do have it all at Car City. Up to 2,000 cars on site and even more online. Plus easy off-street parking. Finance available. Even a cafe. For new wheels, you know where to go. 415 Maroondah Highway, Ringwood.
For the best roof in town, Harley & Sons won't let you down.
For the best roof in town, Harley & Sons are the tradies you can trust. When Harley & Sons turn up all muscles and smiles, you know your roof is in safe hands. Roofing, guttering, tiling and Colorbond, Harley & Sons get the job done on time and budget with the famous Harley guarantee on all our work. Get an inspection today. Search for Harley Roofing or visit harleyroofing.com.au.
For the best roof in town, Harley & Sons won't let you down.
We won't let you down.
There's something new now open at Crown Melbourne. Welcome to Layal, a Middle Eastern-inspired escape, bringing bold flavours to the heart of the city with a menu made to share. Enjoy mezza plates, smoky grills and richly spiced dishes, paired with cocktails inspired by the Middle East. Then the bar fires up as DJs take to the decks every Friday and Saturday night. Welcome to Layal. Bookings recommended via crownmelbourne.com.au. Crown practices the responsible serving of alcohol.
Movie night just got better. Get Binge included on all new Mate internet plan sign-ups for new and returning Binge customers. Stream your favourite movies, comedy and drama with Binge. It's everything you need for a better night in. Binge included with all new Mate internet plan sign-ups. Visit letsbemates.com.au and use promo code BINGE25.
Valid for Binge Basic only. Must sign up to a new Mate internet plan by 31st March 2026. Not available with any other offer. Conditions apply.
Whatever your garden needs this season, there's a tool for the job and Cyclone makes it. From pruning to planting, edging to aerating, Cyclone tools are built tough, easy to use and trusted by Aussies for nearly 120 years. And with a lifetime guarantee, you know they're made to last. Conditions apply. Find Cyclone tools at Bunnings, Mitre 10 or your local independent hardware store. Cyclone Tools, the right tool for every job, every time.
This is the 2026 AFL Community Series on AFL Nation. Thanks to Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts.
defence. He doesn't get it through. Doesn't get it through. Finds its way to Hogan, who somehow just shimmies it off the side of his boot. Don't know whether he did it deliberately, but it missed the would-be smotherer. They go forward again here. They're out the back. Stringer in a bit of space. Drives it up towards the top of the square. Bouncing footy goes through. Outstanding stuff. Started with Buckley, who took it on, and suddenly the Giants, with 4 in a row, are right back in this game.
Oh, my God. What was that?
He changed his mind from hand to boot, did Peter Ladders, and was lucky to make contact in the end.
Seriously.
It's a long way down. We'll make that our unmissable moment for Drinkwise from the opening half. You won't miss a moment if you Drinkwise. They never fail to give us something to have a bit of a giggle out in the footy giggle about in the footy season, the Ruckman. But
no, that's what they do.
The other one for Sydney's been outstanding, Brody Grundy at halftime, 7-5-47. The Swans lead by a couple, 5-5-35. It is the halftime floor show for choices, flooring, style, comfort, quality, helping you choose with confidence. What do you made of the opening half, Liam Pickering?
Swans are really impressive in the first quarter, and then you're thinking, they're going to win this by 10 goals plus. But the Giants, when the rain came, so did their defensive stuff, and they were better around the ball, and they've got the game back to 2 goals. So I think they'd be happy going into half-time, and the Swans have got a pretty strong side. They've just subbed out. Goulden's done for the day.
He's already back in his civvies, and there has been some vision of him down in the rooms talking to Dean Cox, and there appears to be zero concern.
Yeah, but with any little potential, they're not going to take any risks. I don't blame them.
No.
It's a wet, slippery day. It's rained most of the first, or all of the second quarter, basically, and you're not going to take a risk with your key midfielder.
Well, he's not there. He's not that he's far away from being their best player.
He's
but
close to it.
He's as important as any other player, though. The way he uses that footy at the SCG.
Yeah, I think he is. Oh, him and Heaney are the two.
Yeah.
When Heaney's up and going and he's playing midfield and forward, he's mainly going to be forward, I would have thought. But Goulden, from a midfield perspective, with, as you say, his ball use, you just don't take any risks with him.
No, he had that ankle injury last year.
Let's have a look. He's taken a chest mark. And what did he grab?
No, surely there's nothing in that.
Yeah, he's pointing to his right ankle, but...
So did he bring himself off the ground? Looks like he brought himself off the ground here.
Yeah, it looks like it. But no, he's walking around good as gold.
There's no issues there whatsoever.
Coxie said, no, we've seen this movie before. We didn't like it. It was a horror show last year with all their players injured. So, no, you can just go and... He's walking around, he hasn't even got his strapping on himself. So he's out of the game. Wicks is also blue still.
The only thing I will say...
That's on the champion data, which tells you they're being assessed.
Yeah, true.
Goulden's now black.
The only thing about the Goulden one, Picks, is that he took himself off the ground, and he definitely felt something in there.
No doubt.
Now, he looks 100% fine here, and there'll be no issues with him next week. But I wonder whether it's just going to take a bit of game time for him to feel confident back on that ankle.
You're hoping so from a Carlton perspective, let's be honest.
I don't think they should take any chances.
He's playing next week.
They'd be reckless.
Don't even go there. He's playing next week. There's no problems there. He'll be running around having 35 next week.
No doubt about it.
He has a minor rolled ankle and has been withdrawn as a precaution. That's what's gone out.
Of course.
Thanks for Scotty there. He sent that through.
What do you make of the Giants' fight back in this? Because it looked like they were cooked about halfway through that first quarter.
Good. I thought they set up well. Buckley in defence was excellent. Playing, a positive front position in front of his opponent. Curno's only had a couple of touches. Not really conditions for a key forward. Mind you, in saying that, Stringer's got 3 and Hogan's got 2. So they were better set up in the second quarter, the Giants, with a side that's undermanned. But these conditions, there can be a bit of a slog. Swans are 2 goals in front, so they'll be happy.
Any stats that are jumping off the page at you?
I'm just looking from a Swans perspective. Sheldrick's had a really good first half, 20 disposals. And a couple of clearances. Nick Blakey's been good off halfback with 17. Mills has had 14. Haney 11. Riley Bice off halfback's been good with 10. McInerney's a really good link player. He's an important player for the Swans. And Rampy with 10. Wicks who's injured. And Grundy's had an excellent game in the ruck. And then for the Giants, some of the major possession winners, Whitfield has had 15. Toby Green is in the middle. He's had 14 and spent a lot more time on the ball. Oliver's had 14, but no real impact. Lockie Ash has had a dozen possessions, and Buckley's been excellent as well. So not a lot to look at in the stats. Swans are +6 inside 50s, but overall, I would have thought both sides would be happy that no major injuries and it's been a good head out.
Just having a look in the rooms at half-time, Sydney we're in the Sydney rooms at the moment. A couple of blokes have got their boots off already. Now, would you be taking any notice of that? Or would they just be putting
they'll be
clean and
just
fresh boots
changing
on?
boots,
Okay.
they're changing, but maybe putting the longer stops on, changing socks, getting the wet socks off. They've been running around in slop for a quarter and a half.
So they'll turn a few players over, won't they? We saw last night, there were some players who were playing a quarter, some playing a half, some weren't coming on until three-quarter time.
So someone like Warner, who played in the state game,
Yep.
They're not going to take many risks with him. His boots are off, but again, could be just getting a fresh pair of socks. But this is their last proper hit out. They're playing in a week's time.
Yeah, true.
The Swans are up next Thursday night. This time next week, they're preparing to play the opening round.
Yep.
Against the Blues. So, it's a hit out, but you do need a good hit out, I think, leading into the season. So I think this is actually, players 3 quarters at least, I reckon, with these good players, if they're not a little bit sore. And they've already made the decision on Goulden, so I don't have a real problem with that.
So the new ruck rules are going to be a real watch, and we're already, the game and a half we've seen, there's the old oak tree approach, Mark Pitnett, just stand there and try and, use the body. And we're already seeing the jumpers, and Brodie Grundy, like last night, Geelong has still got some work to do. They still haven't got an absolute primary top shelf ruckman in their side.
And again, it hurt at times last night because Carlton got goals from centre square, out the front.
Yeah, that's right. But then when you see Brodie Grundy, who...
Well, a proper ruckman.
Yeah.
Yeah, knows the craft.
Yep.
Knows when to jump. Knows how to use his... He's had 21 hit-outs. He's had 7 to advantage.
Well, clear advantage too.
Yeah.
Like clean takeaways.
Giving him a real good look at it. And in a game where it's slippery and wet and the ball's spending a lot of time on the ground, those advantages are huge.
Yeah.
To give him a fair income opportunity, to get it forward, forward to the centre. So, no, I think the great craft ruckman will be really, like, Gawn and these guys are still going to be really important. I mean, there'll be the odd one that'll jump. Like, De Koning will be an interesting watch this year.
I think he's going to be enormous, to be honest.
He should be.
Yeah.
He should be. But, again, he's done a lot of ruck work now.
Yeah.
So...
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Like, he's got all the tools, physical tools, but has he mastered the craft yet? Like, when you get up there and you've got your knee, have you got the hand control? Like, you would have played...
I played with John Barnes.
Well, Barnes, he was great at that.
Excellent. Yeah, once he got a good jump and he got his hand to it, it was going somewhere positive. So, and there are some serious ruckmen in the competition, as we know. Like, and with the way the game is now, I mean, it should suit. Tom De Koning should really benefit from this situation. So, I would think that... it's going to be an interesting watch. I see these inexperienced ruckmen, like the couple of Cats boys last night, had no idea what they were doing, in my view.
Just jumping around all over the place, weren't they?
Just trying to get their timing right. We saw the Shannon Neal got one in the shin. Let's hope that's all it is. Bruised shin. It seems to be that's the option, and it seems to be what they're saying. So, I'd be loath to put those forwards in as a second ruck. I'd be looking at a second ruckman, a proper ruckman.
Exactly right. Halftime Floor Show for Choices Flooring. Style, comfort, quality, helping you choose with confidence. It's the Swans by 2 goals in difficult conditions here at Henson Park.
This is the 2026 AFL Community Series on AFL Nation. Thanks to Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts.
The King Living Anniversary Sale ends soon. Save up to 50% on selected Australian-designed award-winning furniture. Hurry, sale ends soon. Shop online or visit a King Living showroom today.
On the Monash Freeway this afternoon, we have a truck that's broken down inbound after the Yarra Boulevard in the left-hand lane. And we do have a crash on the Westgate Freeway heading citybound before Williamstown Road. In Clyde, we have a collision at Clyde Five Ways Road northbound before Bilardo Road. Score game days at BWS. Get a 1 litre bottle of Bundaberg Original Rum Underproof for $67. Hurry, offer on Sunday. T&Cs apply. Choose to drink wise. And that's the latest SEN traffic.
Did you know you can watch all your favourite SEN shows on YouTube? Subscribe today.
Get ready for Clean Up Australia Day. Let's get our gloves on this Sunday to give back to a place that we call home. Register now at cleanup.org.au.
Did you know you can watch all your favourite SEN shows on YouTube? Subscribe today.
Don't get FOMO this winter. Wait, do the kids still say FOMO? What about 6-7? Is that still a thing? I kicked 6 goals 7 once. Get KO Sports with every game of every round of the 2026 AFL season live and on demand in 4K with no ad breaks during play.
That is incredible!
With all that footy plus the NRL, F1, supercars, netball and all the other sport you love. You won't miss a thing on KO Sports.
At State Transport, our people are your solution. From a single pallet to a full B-double, freight moves across Australia fast, safely and on time. With 24/7 service, real people and real accountability, we don't just move loads, we move businesses forward. When it has to be right the first time, trust State Transport. Put your freight in safe hands. Call 134 888 today.
State Transport, our people are your solution.
Freeway Motor Group is growing and now presents 9 brands across 16 dealerships and 4 locations, servicing Melbourne's east, southeast and the peninsula. Come test drive a massive range of new and used vehicles to suit all needs with plate clearance deals on brands like Ford, Hyundai, GWM, LDV, Ram, Jeep and now KGM and Leap Motor. Plus, get your 4x4 kitted out for proper off-roading. Find your nearest dealership and plate clearance deals. Visit freewaymotorgroup.com.au. LMCT 9351.
Real people, real products, real fun. No matter who you are, Sexyland has something real sexy for everyone. With Australia's biggest range of sexy costumes, lingerie, couples toys and fun gifts and games for adults. Sexyland. 11 stores in Melbourne and Geelong, open till midnight 7 days a week. Or shop online for 2-hour delivery. Sexyland.com.au.
Tradies, this one's for you. The brand new ABN TradeMates app is here. Made by tradies for tradies. Smart tools for the job right there in your pocket. Stay connected with access to the ABN Group's community updates, the latest news tips and seasonal info. Plus, up-to-date safety info and alerts. And when you need support, Subby Assist has your back. Unlock exclusive rewards like sports and concert tickets just for being part of the group. Download the new ABN TradeMates app today. Stay informed, stay connected and get rewarded.
Australia's best kept sporting secret? Not anymore. The biggest WNBL season of all time is coming to an end. Australia has been watching world-class hoops unfold right here in record numbers. It all comes down to this. WNBL 26 finals start now. Don't miss a moment of the series from February 14th through to March 4th. Catch every finals game on 9 Now or ESPN on Disney+. Get your WNBL tickets, merch and info at wnbl.com.au or download the free WNBL app now.
This is the 2026 AFL Community Series on AFL Nation. Thanks to Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts.
Yeah, great to have you with us. They are wet and challenging conditions here at Henson Park, but it's been, despite that, a pretty entertaining game of footy, all things considered. 7-5-47 the Swans. Giants 5-5-35 at half-time. Any concerns there may have been momentarily for Errol Goulden have been allayed. Absolutely 100% precautionary, saying the Sydney Swans, that ankle that was a real issue for him last year. So the superstar winger for the Swans, nothing to worry about here. All systems go for him next Thursday night against the Blues. So
yeah, they need the full crew going. We want to see everyone's good players playing, don't we, at the start of the year?
No, you do. You absolutely
you should get Weeders back. What are the
Fingers
other boys?
crossed.
What about the other boys?
No, Haynes will miss. Lockie Cowan, I reckon, is going to... I thought he was going to have a real breakout season this year. He won't play. Nick Newman's now been rubbed out for a couple. He would have been pressing.
Buckler looked all right last night. Throw Weedering back in there to look better.
Yeah, I mean, Dirksen held his own. Now, it's all different next week, isn't
but
it?
I think he's had 2 good games.
Yeah, he looked composed.
He'll play.
Yeah, and Harry Dean. I mean, he moves like he played a lot of footy against his old man. He kicks it with the other foot, but he moves like his old man.
His old man was bloody good. Very good. So he's a nice size and didn't look out of place at all last night.
And the other kid from your neck of the woods, the little left footer
on the forward line,
the Karoid boy, Taylor Byrne.
Excellent, wasn't he?
He does look like he knows how to play.
Yeah, well, back in the day, wouldn't be that long ago, probably 10 years ago, guys of that size, he's 174. Oh, gee, how are we going to find a spot for him? But they do, they're good.
Oh, mate, how
if you're
valuable.
good.
Yeah.
Like Darcy Jones is 4'8".
Yep.
Like, he's little, and he's, I think, a star.
Yep.
Darcy Jones. There we go. He's not playing the night for the Giants, but others are.
So we're back underway just about here at Henson Park. The Brollies are still up on the outer side of the ground.
There'll be another shower coming.
No doubt about
that. It won't be a shower like here. It'll be a belting down.
So Charlie Curnow out of the goal square with Jack Buckley, who's had the better of that duel. Charlie did kick one of those Charlie Curnow wheels around and goes from 65.
Yeah, that's it, though. He's only had 2 touches.
Second goal of the game.
Oliver's been okay. Clayton Oliver, 14 touches. Not a lot of penetration with his touches, I must say.
Good works with Brodie Grundy, just having a little bit of mucking around as for some reason we're waiting for play to resume here in the second half. All players in positions have been for several moments now, and they're all looking around wondering why we're not underway. But
it's hard in mouth stuff now for this last half.
Ah, yeah.
And the supporters of these two teams is just, let's not get injuries.
Yep.
You want to see a bit of your good stuff in your team?
Yep.
And then, of course, straight after this game, we go up to the Brisbane Gold Coast game, which will be a beauty.
And I reckon big watch on Gold Coast, and they were given the rounds of the kitchen by
Had a lot of players out.
They did, but they just went through the motions a bit last week.
I think they copped it from the coach about it too.
Did, yeah.
But God only knows while we're waiting. But anyway, it's important because then they play the Cats Friday night next week, so they'll want a proper tune-up.
Yep.
And the Lions, well, they got a few out as well, but they'll welcome back a few from the state team.
Yep. No, they're missing.
As well, the Gold Coast. Well, the Gold Coast will bring their midfield back.
Yep.
The 2 gun midfielders, Anderson and Rowell.
So the players are ready to go. They have been for a few minutes in position. Now we get the siren, and we are back underway at Henson Park, Sydney, by a couple of goals. Warner then just clattered into by Madden. He's not happy with it, Chad Warner. He's going on with the middle of the ground. Giants go forward. He had every right to be a bit upset about that. Wicks is back on the ground, so he gets the kick to Rowbottom. Giants just look like they're coming out pretty fierce here. Oliver was tackled. O'Halloran tries to kick it off the ground. Can't make contact. Blakey, Rowbottom, spins into trouble, holding the footy, surely.
Had to be.
Goddard laid the tackle.
Let's have a look at this run at Warner. There's got to be front on contact.
What do you make of that?
I thought it was an intent from the big fella, wasn't it?
Man, Warner was not happy, and he had every right to be a bit upset about that from Madden. So, Phoenix Goddard, yet to make his debut. He will at some stage this season, no doubt about that.
Yeah, he was a high draft pick. He was a bolter in the draft, actually.
Yeah, he bobbed up, didn't he?
And they got him. Someone else must have been looking at him. He hasn't made the distance here.
So from 51 right to the line.
Touched and then into the post.
Yep. So first score of the second half goes to the Giants.
He was a bolter, Phoenix Gothard, when he was coming through. They got him before they took leak, actually, which was a bit of a surprise.
So Blakey's kick in dropped short.
This guy's been all right.
Sarong, yeah. The Hawthorn people were disappointed to see him.
He had to go, though.
He did.
Unless there's injuries, he was just going to be sitting back waiting.
Giants get their hands on the footy. Laverde started the game brightly. Kicks it around the body up towards half forward. O'Halloran got a handle at Rampy, was clean. Grundy again off half-back, just bounced. Good stuff, and he does. Charges through the middle of the ground, has a bounce, almost lost control. Kept it going forward. Heaney wrapped up. Good tackle, Laverde. Brings into ground Warner, who's a bit fired up. Ball hits the deck. Rowbottom toe poke into the goal square, all on his own. Mark taken by Curnow, and he kicks his second. It was all a bit haphazard after the bounce. Almost got away from Brodie Grundy, but it was bold footy by the big fella.
He wants to be a big ruck rover, doesn't he?
He does. Yeah.
And that was, I think, the issue at Collingwood. It was like, we don't want you to be that player, but Sydney do. So he got the ball, he linked up with a handball received back to him, then he decided he's going to have a bounce. Collingwood wanted him, McRae wanted him to sit back in the hole and do what the big blokes do, and he didn't want to do that. And so...
They've got Darcy Cameron doing that now.
They've got doing it, right? So it's like, we're paying you a lot of money. So Melbourne said, we can work with Max. The same thing happened. Well, we got Max doing that.
Yeah.
So this is a good fit. He was the perfect fit for Sydney.
Yeah. Oh, he's been a magnificent pickup for them. So, and he does look in terrific nick early this season.
Now, he's beaten up on a kid at the moment, young Madden, who I think will be a good player. But he's getting absolutely owned. There's another tap down by Grundy, pretty easy.
He just doesn't know how to deal with the conditions, the rules, and the opposition. Papley drives it to the top of the square as they take it out of the centre of the ground again. McInerney sheds the handball out to Roberts, who misses to the near side as the rain pours down again.
Here it comes. It feels like it's day one of the Sydney Test.
It does.
We're about to have a day in the barn.
Oh, it's
come on.
Pouring.
Bloody Melbourne magnificent today.
Always his picks.
Yeah, I know.
I'm steer, mate. They're upside down this read of these weather conditions. Wicks gathers the footy, drives it to the top of the square. Heaney, dangerous.
Well, Heaney.
Plays it to himself and then brilliantly controlled. Off the ground, kicks the goal. Made something a little challenging look so very, very easy.
In that and in his driving rain, the balance of Heaney there, he was completely out of position, but too strong, too balanced. Giants' opponent goes to ground. Heaney keeps his feet. He's dead set.
The way he controlled the drop of the footy he picked
just watch this. So he's out of position. So it was Himmelberg.
Laverde, yeah.
Oh, Laverde, sorry.
Yep.
And he went to ground a bit easy. And
it's magnificent.
Just brilliant by a star player. Even though he's got a couple of Lockie Neal type tattoos.
It's an unmissable moment. You get a few from him. For drink-wise, you won't miss a moment if you drink-wise. Choose 2 drink-wise. Tyre Power scoreboard 9-5, 59-5, 6-36. Sydney have come out dominant on the scoreboard early stages, third quarter. Wicks stands in the way. Roberts gathers it. Blakey reached in, got it. Rowbottom put it to ground, but turns it around. Toe pokes it Sydney's way up towards half forward. Ash coming hard at it. Great ball control again by Rowbottom. Papley over the top. Gets the handball off to McDonald. His kick was poor. Again, brilliant Heaney. Did magnificently. Cleary kicks another one. They've kicked 3 in 5 minutes, and a couple of subtle touches from Isaac Heaney have just been beautiful.
Makes a difference when your class players touch the ball. Yeah, brilliant play. All their good players were involved. Rowbottom's balance and pick-up was brilliant. Look at that. Just a low ball. Papley right option. McDonald got a bit cute, but they weren't able to control the ball. In fact, it was Heaney who brilliantly did it. And down to the Reece Shaw lookalike, who finished off well. He's been pretty good, Cleary.
He's competitive. They do like that about him. Good size, good powerful, low-to-the-ground player.
Good to see an umbrella at the footy, isn't it?
Yeah, and without people behind you saying, put your umbrella down.
Well, that tells you how few people there are there. But, yes.
Yeah, you'd be silly to be here today without one. As he absolutely pounds down. So Laddams now has his turn in the middle. Poor old Madden's been used as a step ladder. McInerney handballs it up towards half forward. Giants have got to rebalance again here. Stone, high ball, goes the wrong way. Laverde puts it to ground. Ash can't take it. Hannaford goes through. In fact, it's a beg your pardon. It's Sarong going through. Laddams at ground level. Just paddles it back towards Blakey. Cuts one way, then the other. Finds a bit of space. Driving ball. Iden gets the fist to ground level. Roberts hits it hard. On the wrong side for the lefty. High ball. Top of the square. Curno's underneath it. Heaney hunting again. Ash. Almost intercepted Papley.
He nearly had it too.
He had a sniff, didn't he? Iden, low driving ball out towards Delana. Did well. Toby Green runs past. Gathers the loose ball. Clever kick just into the path of Krzyzewski, who takes the mark. Brilliant ball use from Toby Green. Comes back to Thomas on the logo commentary side of the ground. Now moves onto that left foot, inside forward 50. Out the back it goes. Hannaford with the repaired eyebrow. And Wicks see the footy over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in into attack for the Greater Western Sydney Giants, who trail by 29 points. Having cut it back to 12 at half-time.
Yeah, 3 quick goals after half-time for the Swans.
Led by 37 points early in the second quarter, Sydney. And a good head out for the Swans. It's repeating the news that Errol Goulden had a minor ankle issue, but that's precautionary.
They've already said very low grade and precautionary only. Otherwise, he could be back out there. There's no problems with him.
He'd play. If this was a 4-point game, he'd be out there for sure.
Much as you hope he's not playing against Carlton. He will be, just so you know.
Oliver held his opponent and wanted the free kick himself. Wicks was the recipient. That's a dangerous ball into the corridor, defensive 50. Now it's there to be one. Toby Green gets the handball to O'Halloran, farms it through. Gothard. They go to the top of the square. Was it touch? No, it was not.
Is it off?
Hamlin couldn't get
Oliver.
there. Was it Oliver with the last kick? I think it was. So Oliver gets one against the flow, badly needed for the Giants. They cut the margin back to 23 points. 10-5, 65, 5-6. No, that's will be 6-6, 42.
Yeah.
Yep. Scoreboard a bit.
It was
Just slow to update for Tyre Power.
A quick snap by Oliver. I thought it was going to get touched, but no.
Hamlin couldn't get there.
He's been okay, Clayton Oliver. Leading possession, winning out for the Giants. 18 disposals and a goal. A couple of clearances.
Well, these conditions are tailor-made for him now.
Perfect, yeah. I mean, he's going to be an important pickup now that they've lost, well, they'll lose Callaghan for the start of the year, but also Tom Green for the whole year.
Massive,
he's a Tom Green replacement now.
It's just a huge loss. So back in the middle, Grundy again. Heaney pushed.
He looks
it's just
like a shooting star, wasn't he?
He's like shot out of a cannon. And he goes onto his right, tries an inside forward 50, but coming out to take the mark is your man, Leake.
Leake, he's been good.
James Leake. They go from one side of Henson Park to the other. Iden gets it from Ash. Down the line he goes. Ball stays in play. Out the back, Riccardi.
Oh, just a handle behind,
Just behind Gothard. He controlled it well. Gets it to O'Halloran inside forward 50. Had a bit too much on it for Hannaford. And the ball goes out of bounds. Deep into attack for the Giants, who have seen Stringer and Hogan hit the scoreboard. Now, Jesse Hogan's receiving some work on the bench.
Just in his back of his hamstring, left hamstring by the looks of it. Right hamstring, sorry.
And the Wolves came off with an ankle early.
Yeah, that didn't restrict him though, did it?
No, not at all.
These are the days where you do roll your ankle.
So Oliver at the bottom of the pack fights hard. Almost gets it out to Thomas. He can't do much with it. Mills just hacks it off the ground. Warner taps it into his own territory. Goes off the ground. Couldn't get Jordan. Probably should have picked it up in the end. Going to be in the back for holding the footy, I should say. I beg your pardon. Against Hannaford. It's going to go back to Warner. We see something down the line again. A couple. That's a very good mark for...
Excellent mark.
Is that Rouston? I think he had to take it. It was 2v1. If he had to put it down, he goes back to Iden. Now the switch is going to be on here all the way back to Laverno. So they've conceded about 50 metres from when that mark was taken. Goes back out there to Rouston again on that left foot up towards centre wing position. Green can't mark. Ball hits the deck. Thomas gets it out the back. High ball up towards half forward. Madden can't get back. Hamling drops on. Grundy's just playing an outstanding game. Not sure who he wanted with that handball. Set Heaney a task. Hacked off the ground by Riccardi. No one there. Boundary line to win this footy. And there'll be a boundary throw in. Giants deep into attack.
Hogan's ready to come back on, so he's all right. It was just a bit of a stretch. Keep me going. This time, you just all you're focusing on is anyone getting a bit of work. It's like during the season, you wouldn't even worry about that.
Yeah.
Because it's a week before round one.
Just about ready to put him away, aren't you? Go put the dressing gown on, mate. You're done.
Yeah, I knew he would.
Haven't done it yet. Warner. Corey gets it to Heaney, gets it back around the body. Good body use from Amadi. Against young Luke, who's probably had the better of that duel so far. Down the line goes Amadi. Out the back, Iden's been busy. Hugs the boundary line, and it'll be coming back. Heaney was nearest to it.
We made sure he was. 23-point the lead here to the Swans. We're halfway through the third quarter. Just about halfway through.
Not the 15 to Hamley. Bounces off the defensive 50 arc, but he's kicked in that much on it. And he's your man again. He's absolutely. James Luke looked a real player.
What are his numbers? He's done some good things, I know that. His 10th disposal.
Played the 3 games, so he'll be adding significantly to that. You suspect him 2026.
There's a lot of young players playing.
Yeah.
Hannaford, Gorski, Ow's playing, Jack Ow's playing, Delana's playing, Leake's playing.
Yeah, like
they're a very inexperienced team. But they're
1,000 blokes out, haven't they? Just repeating: Jones, Green, Bedford, Taylor, Daniels, Callahan, Aaliyah, Kelly, Angove, all out. So Briggs not playing. There's players out all over the joint. So they continue to go forward, however. conceded the first 3. Oliver's kicked the one in response. Now, Rowson's will take a very good kick as he wins the free kick. Inside forward 50, but he'll have to kick from just inside 50.
Been okay too.
Yeah.
His 14th disposal. He's had 4 clearances.
Has an eye for a goal. He kicked more than the 6 he's kicked in his career at AFL level. Comes in, top of the square in the end. Big pack fly. Mills coughs it up. Krzyzewski over his shoulder. Did he get enough on it? No. And the ball taken over the line by Melican, who wanted a bit of a free kick for something front on. Umpire said no.
I don't think it was there.
6-7-43 GWS. Sydney 10-5 65. Tyre Power, your trusted tyre expert scoreboard. Sydney share a few possessions inside defensive 50. Mills exit. McDonald couldn't mark. Rouston over the top of the footy again. Buckley a long way from home. Handball out the back to Oscar Taylor. Gets his first run at it. Had another look at it. Buckley around the body, but they're running out of space. And the ball goes over the boundary line on the full. So Sydney a chance to go forward here. Roberts with the free kick. Driving footy up towards half forward. Out the back it goes. Yeah, well, they all stood off it, didn't they? Yeah.
Roses.
Gave Roses a look at it. Giants have got the numbers. Riccardi goes and gets it to Toby Green. They spread it out the back, so they're playing a few now. Jack O has come on for the second half.
The downfield, that was pretty weak.
It was. Just gives them a bit of breathing room because they're under a bit of pressure, the Giants. Angling with the free kick. All the way back to the top of the defensive goal square to Laverde. Buckley, as they switch sides of Henson Park. Good kick to Canelio. Exiting defensive 50 now. Between wing and half back. Looks to come into the corridor. Bites it off. Kick misses its target. Bice gets it to Jordan. Jordan can see his man at centre half forward. It's row bottom who continues to move quickly. Sarong drifted out the back.
It's been all right, Sarong.
At the back of Oscar Taylor and Mark's about 25 out on a... make it 20 out on a 45-degree angle.
No, he's been more than serviceable. Jai Sarong. It's his first goal.
Only played the 10 games at Hawthorn.
Yeah, tough back line to break into the Hawks.
Yep.
Especially when they brought in Battle and Barras.
Oh, that's a shocking kick.
Kicked it like a heat-back pocket.
He did. As off the side of the boot immediately and no elevation through for a behind. 10-6-66 Sydney. GWS 6-7-43. Tyre Power scoreboard.
6-7.
Cleary.
That's still a thing.
Almost gets into the back of his opposition player. Was that?
6-7.
Oh.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know. I think the kids, if the oldies like you and me do it, the kids think we've lost our mind. Yep. Yep.
Dad, you're embarrassing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's a primary school thing, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the teenagers have gone past
They've gone way past it.
I think so. Cleary hacks it back inside forward 50. Anglin cuts across, committed, takes the mark defensively for the Giants. About time for him to really cement a spot in this Giants team. Been around for a little while now. Ryan Anglin. Over 30 games. It'll be interesting to see what he can do with his career this season.
Well, there's an opportunity for a lot of these players at the start of the year when their star players aren't going to be there to really nail down a spot, so it's going to be hard to get them out when the others come back.
Yep.
The others will come back, but you make it someone else's problem.
There's a bit of a problem here for Riccardi. Coughed it up.
He panicked there.
He did. Chad Warner.
No, he did too.
Probably could have laid it off. They were 25 out with options everywhere. He decided to try and roll it through, but missed to the far side. 10-7-67 now the Swans. 6-7-43 the Giants. Iden with the kicking duties. Wants Krzyzewski to come at that. Can't mark. It's a difficult ball to control in the air now. Off hands, out of bounds as the rain continues to fall.
Hannaford's had a nilly day, hasn't he?
Yeah, a couple of those. Yeah, Gothard's been around to mark and...
Yeah, they're nearly getting their hands on it. It's just slipping past them, and they're in good positions.
So over the top of that was O. Probably caught one high. Ow, is it?
Yeah.
Beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Jack Ow, 194, good size.
Yeah, good size. Nice player. Rebels kid. One of our boys.
He's looking to make his debut this season. Up towards half 40 goes. Grzeski couldn't mark. Laddams, the crumb wrapped up by a couple. One of those is Josiah Delana. So it's good to see him out there. He had that knee check early when the opposition player fell across. So the worst fears momentarily allayed. He's back out there and has been for most of the game. So Jordan gets it from McInerney up towards half foot. Lovely kick to Papley, who just drifted into a bit of space. He wants to go long and strong. Will he get the bounce? McDonald, top of the square. Can't mark. Ball hits the deck. Chance for Taylor. Not the fullback Taylor, the little Taylor. Oscar Taylor at 182. Drives it to the outer side of the ground. Gothard had to get rid of it quickly. Did. Swans get the crumb back inside forward 50. Ball hits the deck. Ash to Iden. They start to chain up. Harrison Oliver gets his chance at it. A lot of green names here for the Giants. Names we haven't heard much of, and I don't know how much we'll see of some of these fellas in 2026. Sydney win the battle through the middle of the ground. Ball comes out wide to Corey Warner. Underground handball from Wicks back to Warner. They can't control it. Increasingly difficult. Warner gets clean hands on it now. Sees the man he wants in the middle, Jordan. Will continue to switch from one side to the other to Bice. Now Bice manned up straight away by Hannaford, so he can't move and go, so he has to go short to Roberts.
Big hole to lead into here, though.
Yes.
Empty space. You don't see much of that.
Decides to go long.
No one led at him.
Amadi drops it. Hard to mark. Stay off him. Top of the square with the handball. Angwin. That was clever. Really well done out the back to Taylor. Taylor's kick's
Warner.
dangerous. Warner read it.
That was great play by Warner.
He went looking for Oliver, but it hung up in the air. Warner saw it and...
Well, he just wanted it more.
He did.
Than Oliver did. Oliver was coming at the ball. Warner was running with the flight of the ball. 9 times out of 10, you're backing in Oliver to take his body through Warner and take the chest mark, but the other bloke wanted it more. The guy that's got the shot at goal there.
He's had a couple of looks that
shockers for
haven't been terribly impressive. It is a difficult day. That's going to really test all of the skills right now. This ball's going to be slippery.
It's a good day for Ducks.
It is. So replay that mark.
That replay
excellent.
just shows you how much he wanted it compared to Oliver.
Yep.
Oliver put in a bit of a half effort and Warner put in a full effort. Both going for a chest mark.
Lockie Ash called to play on now.
He loves being called to play on. He wants to anyway.
Any chance to run, which he does. He kicks it just before he got tackled, and he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. Grzeski couldn't get hands on that. Well, the umpire said he did. Oh, well.
He knew what he was doing. He wasn't even trying to mark it. I said, hang on a minute.
We got a good line down that boundary line here. Picks up, looked like it was out on the full to me, but anyway.
Here's Dean Cox. He'll be happy.
He'd be happy enough, wouldn't he?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's got a 4-goal lead and tricky conditions. His players are all seem pretty healthy and in good touch.
Toby Green's been around the footy a lot. Hasn't been the cleanest of Toby Green days, but it's tough off hands, Delana. They try to take it out one way, then the other. Is that Fonte who's on the ground now for a bit of a run? Though. It's a lovely kick to Stringer, who takes the mark 30 out. Just worse than directly in front.
He's been all right, Stringer.
He has.
He started off really positively and then sort of did a couple of Jake things as he's done. But he's kicked 3 goals.
Yep.
He's lining up for his 4th. They've only kicked 6. And they're all with the big boys. So, well, nearly all with the big boys. Who's the small boy that kicked one?
Oliver's kick one, yeah.
This would be horrible kick.
Pulled it across the face of goal, and even the ball drop's going to be a challenge right now. It was then. Melican takes the mark, and unfortunately for Jesse Hogan, that's just any player who doesn't know now that you've got to come back the 9 and you refuse to immediately.
Yeah,
it almost be in the old days you'd drag and picks and have a good old talking to them because. Geez, you give up that territory in a dangerous part of the ground for the opposition.
How many coaches drag players now?
Nah, well, not enough.
Only the ones that aren't in the top.
Yes.
So the top coaches don't drag players. You never see Fagan and Chris Scott. And
nah, but...
They just know, all right, he's made it blue. He's made it blue. And they just back him in.
Yeah.
You know, the feisty coaches will. But, you know, the guys that are up at the top, you know, of the ladder, Craig McRae doesn't drag players, does he? I mean, he'll, when their time comes off, he'll say...
Is that day gone for it, do you think? Is there still a place for it?
No, there's clearly still a place for it if you look at the Giants documentary.
Yeah, that's right.
That's his... But you've got to coach to your personality, right?
Yep.
It's not everyone's cup of tea. That Adam Kingsley's way of coaching is the way you would have been coaching. I was coaching.
Absolutely, yeah.
Clarko's even softened his stance a bit, but there still will be a time where he will completely...
Want the eyeball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ross Lyon would be the same.
Yeah, well, he did, didn't he, that kid last year?
Yeah, so... But he picks his mark, too. Like, he wouldn't do that to... You know, Isaiah Wangan and Miller. Like, they're smart. They know they're not going to bait their best players. Whereas Clarko back in the day when he was at Hawthorn, ask Geordie Lewis about it. Some of the cooks he'd get.
Yep.
And he was best and fairest winner in a premiership year, you know?
Yep.
And so Hodgie would cop it.
Yep.
But that was a young Clark. I don't think the early days Clarkson, I don't think the older statesman Clarkson that's coaching a young team is that like that.
Yep.
I think there still is times behind the scenes, but... Yeah, I don't think a lot of players get really dragged and berated now.
Yeah.
Certainly from experienced coaches, I don't think.
You haven't missed much. Well, that conversation's been taking place.
That's why we were sort of talking about it.
Ball's been bouncing around in about a 60-metre area. It gets to McInerney. He tries to break away, can't. Goes over the top, Papley. No, you can't pay that. You can't give that free kick to Tom Papley.
He's not
no, you can't give that to Papley.
No way you can. And he has.
He's taken so Papley's got the free kick for legs being taken.
No way.
I know there's going to be 50, is it? No, surely the other one. He's been corrected here.
I know he's given a free against it. No, he's given it. How's it against the Giants player?
I have no idea.
The Giants player was the one that needed the free kick.
It should have been Iden. Anyway, they've gone deep into attack. Stone with the fist rush through for a behind. That was
quite extraordinary.
I think the umpire might have been a bit confused by all of that, to be honest.
Another shooting star from Paps that time, diving over the top.
Well, that's right. He saw Iden go to ground. Iden didn't come at Papley. Papley ran at Iden as he was going to ground and threw himself over the top of him, looking for the legs being taken.
Is it Grundy again?
They go forward. He's had a hell of a game. Misses to the near side. They're peppering away this quarter, but it's all behind. Might have been McDonald, 10-9, 69 Sydney, 6-7, 10-10, 70, I beg your pardon, 6-7, 43 GWS. Tyre Power scoreboard. Your trusted tyre experts. Short ball in. Laverde had to gather it. Good enough to get his kick away just in time. Big pack. Halloran will take it over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in just out of the defensive 50 for GWS. 26 and a bit minutes gone, third quarter. She's been a bit lacklustre after Clayton Oliver had kicked that goal at the 8th minute mark.
It was the three early for the Swans that took the juice out of this game, though.
Yep. Well, there's been really no 11-minute goal kick for nearly 20 minutes here. Ball at ground level, Wicks on the up to Laddams.
The conditions are putrid. That's come off Oliver.
Putrid's an excellent word.
That'll be a free kick to the Swans.
He survived, hasn't he, Peter Laddams?
Oh, great survivor.
Yep.
Yeah, another one of those cockroaches we talk about.
In the nicest possible way.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But I mean, I admire him. I admire guys that are hanging in there, and like Hamling's at his fourth club.
Yep.
You know, and you think, well, maybe he can get a crack at another big one.
Yep.
He's already played in the premiership with the Bulldogs.
Oh, what he has. Heaney, Oliver, crash into the footy. Jordan, out the back to Roberts. Hit hard by Delana as he got his kick away. Cleary comes at it hard. O'Halloran to Ash around the body. Roberts could have let that bounce and go out of bounds, and it would have been a free kick, but he...
It's the natural stuff, though, isn't it? You're just naturally thinking, I'm going to get this on half fold and go, but you're sort of taught to do that. These rules are now making you second-guess your own instincts.
So you can't usher the footy over the line, but that was dead set headed for the line at pace. So ball thrown in. Lovely hands by Jordan at the bootlace on the up. Unfortunately, they run out of space. Sydney Giants defenders come at everywhere.
Drag that back
Roberts is the bottom of it.
Hold the ball.
The umpire did say you didn't get rid of it. Delana wanted his man Ash to have the free kick. But
he'll get it anyway with a handball receive.
Every chance.
Didn't use it.
He goes short across the ground instead.
He's at 20 disposals for Lockie Ash.
Taken by Leake to Iden. Goes with a speculative little pass.
Yeah, not a lot of percentage of that kid.
To Rouston. He misses him. And by virtue of that, Sydney with a free kick. Last touched. Warner at half-forward can't mark. Crashing through was McInerney. Couldn't take it with him. Delana gets it at ground level. Toby Green.
He's got great IQ.
He's just tried his guts out again. To Stone.
Is he ever not?
No.
He's one of the first I'd pick if I was putting a team together.
Hogan a long way from home. 2 kicks. Takes the mark. Wheels and goes. Inside forward 50. Blakey just swats it away. Gothard had half a chance, maybe pulled the trigger just before he controlled the footy. Thomas on the up to Toby Green, wrapped up, shrugged one, then he couldn't get rid of the second. And that will be holding the footy. Rowbottom with the free kick. No lack of effort and endeavour from the skipper, however. So Rowbottom will come to the commentary side of the ground. Sure who he's looking for. Charlie Curnow stayed down, let everyone else jump. Gathered the crumb, driving footy 2v1 at half forward. McDonald fights hard at ground level, did well, wrapped up siren. So 3-1 that quarter. The first 3 were kicked in the first 5 minutes of the term. Curnow, Heaney and Cleary, the goal kickers. Oliver answered, but it was Sydney bouncing a 12-point lead out to 27 points at the final break here at Henson Park. We'll come back with all the stats and goal kickers on the other side of this, but final break, it's the Swans 10-70, leading the Giants 6-7-43.
This is the 2026 AFL Community Series on AFL Nation. Thanks to Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts.
Roar off the mark in 2026 in an Amarok-style V6 from 73,990 drive away at Volkswagen's Blue Carbon event. Ends 30th April. T's and C's apply.
On the Westgate Freeway, there was a breakdown outbound at the Williamstown Road. The left-hand lane is closed and speeds are back to 40. On the Ring Road Greensbound, we have delays following an earlier breakdown just before Pascoe Vale Road. We are busy on the Monash Freeway, just outbound from Chirac Road through to High Street, then from Stud Road to Narrywarren North Road. Kick off the footy season now at Harvey Norman. Save over $300 on a JBL 7.1 channel soundbar. Now just $6.91. Catch all the action at Harvey Norman now. And that's the latest SEN traffic.
Did you know you can watch all your favourite SEN shows on YouTube? Subscribe today.
Want a fair, easy-to-understand mobile plan with real good value and real good coverage? Switch to Aussie Broadband Mobile today. Sign up at aussiebroadband.com.au.
Did you know you can watch all your favourite SEN shows on YouTube? Subscribe today.
At Tyre Power, you get the power of better buys on big brand tyres. Right now, you can keep the cost of living down with a better buy on big brand Falcon or Dunlop tyres. Buy 3 and get 1 free on a great range of Falcon and Dunlop tyres suitable for passenger and SUV vehicles. That's buy 3 and get 1 free on selected Falcon and Dunlop tyres. Big brands, better buys and better for your safety too at Tyre Power. Visit tyrepower.com.au or call 13 21 91 for your local independent owner.
DuraFit by Blunston is the newest safety range for day in, day out wear, with features that cushion and protect from the ground up, like impact-resistant composite toe caps, slip-resistant soles, and responsive cushioning where you need it most. Topped off with water-resistant leather for durability and protection from the elements. Each pair is backed by Blunston's legendary quality and craftsmanship and engineered for endurance. DuraFit by Blunston. For day in, day out, hard work.
Real people, real products, real fun. No matter who you are, Sexyland has something real sexy for everyone. With Australia's biggest range of sexy costumes, lingerie, couples toys and fun gifts and games for adults. Sexyland. 11 stores in Melbourne and Geelong, open till midnight 7 days a week. Or shop online for 2-hour delivery. Sexyland.com.au.
When an inspector walks on site, will they find safety or shortcuts? The WorkSafe Construction Pocket Guide helps you nail the basics. Scaffolds, trenches, manual handling, crystalline silica and more. It's packed with clear checklists to help you meet your obligations on site. If you haven't read it, you're not inspection ready. Don't wait to be caught out. Search WorkSafe Victoria Construction Pocket Guide.
Are you in the market for a new ute? Werribee Isuzu Ute is Victoria's #1 selling Isuzu Ute dealership with fantastic driveway deals on the brand new MUX from $48,990 and the brand new D-Max from $36,990. All in stock and ready to drive away. If you are looking for something pre-owned, they have you covered with over 80 pre-owned vehicles in stock, all priced to sell. Visit Werribee Isuzu Ute, Victoria's #1 selling Isuzu Ute dealership. LMCT 114.
The Aussie Summer of Sport is here, and NAB customers, you're about to score some surprisingly good savings. Switch your home internet to Mate today and save $300 in your first year thanks to NAB Goodies. That's a massive $30 off every month for 6 months, then $20 off ongoing. Head to letsbemates.com.au/NAB right now.
$300 savings based on a connected NBN plan or an eligible Mate service in the first 12 months. $30 saving for 6 months, then $20 ongoing. New Mate internet customers who sign up and pay with a NAB card. Full T's and C's at letsbemates.com.au.
This is the 2026 AFL Community Series on AFL Nation. Thanks to Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts.
Good stuff, and he does. Charges through the middle of the ground, has a bounce, almost lost control, kept it going for it. Heaney wrapped up, ball hits the deck, row bottom, toe poke into the goal square, all on his own. Mark taken by Curnow, and he kicks his second. Wicks gathers the footy, drives it to the top of the square. Heaney, dangerous, plays it to himself, and then brilliantly controlled off the ground, kicks the goal. Great ball control again by row bottom. Papley over the top, again brilliant. Heaney did magnificently, Cleary kicks another one. They've kicked 3 in 5 minutes, and a couple of subtle touches from Isaac Heaney were magnificent and very, very influential. Goal kickers to three-quarter time. 3 to Stringer. He leads all goal kickers. Hogan has kicked 2 for the Giants, 2 for Charlie Curnow. A whole bunch of single goal kickers. We're about to get underway in the final quarter. Liam Pickering, give us your thoughts on this one to three-quarter time.
Not unexpected. I mean, the Swans have got a much stronger team in with all the injuries to the Giants, but Giants were plucky in the second quarter, but the first and third were all Sydney.
So we're back underway. Madden gets the takeaway for the Giants. Just thumps it with a handball up towards centre half forward. But Blakey's there to turn everyone around. Sydney go up towards half forward. Lovely ball control on the second bite by Papley. He wants to get on the board. He drives it to the top of the square, hoping for it to get out the back. But Laverde was there to get a knuckle on it and send it through for a rush behind.
I'll be happy with what they're seeing with Tom Papley. Yeah. That was sloppy.
The kick in to Ash was just making him stretch for it. He couldn't control the wet footy. The short ball into the pocket goes out of bounds from Laverde.
Yeah, the worst spot to kick it to have a fumble. 15 metres around from your goals.
Not ideal.
Not ideal.
No.
It'll be an opportunity to score here for the Swans, who have been good. Grundy's been excellent.
He really has. He's dominated that part of the ground. The tap to Heaney was perfect. Heaney went to ground, couldn't control it. Madden on the left foot just throws it on the boot. Warner's going to be first one there. Can't run through the Grzeski tackle, which was a good one. And he takes the Swan star and the Sharon out of bounds. We'll have a throw in just out of defensive 50 for GWS.
What are you expecting tonight? the Lions and the
I'm expecting the Suns to be pretty, as fired up as you could be for a game like that. I reckon that they had the look of a team that went into last week's game feeling pretty good about themselves.
Yep, and I think the coach has said that to them.
Yep. And you want to stamp that out of, you know what it's like, Picks. Nothing's guaranteed in footy.
No.
You might have all the talent in the world, but
we've seen that with teams that have made grand finals the next year and just thought it was going to happen again. Won flags and missed the 8. We saw it with Cats and Collingwood. And just things don't go right. And then the Giants were the outlier, of course. The Lions, I should say, last year.
Yeah, I reckon Damien Hardwick would be keen to see a real attitudinal shift.
I think they will too.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, there's not a lot of love lost between the Gold Coast and Brisbane. Brisbane have been belting up on them for years.
Ball thrown up. Grundy was almost slung out.
Yeah, good umpiring.
Yeah, he probably played for it a bit, lent into young Madden. Ball at ground level, 2v1, row bottom, committed body. Lovely gather from McInerney. Quick snap is a very good finish. And the first of the last goes on the board to the Swans. And they stretch the lead out to 34 points.
Such a critical player for the Swans, Justin McInerney. You speak to the former coach, the big horse, and he says he's our great connector, which tells you he's got leadership and understands the way they want to play, and he's a big part of it. Justin McInerney.
Nice one, college boy picks. You expect nothing
boys,
less from an Eagle. That's just in our DNA, that sort of stuff.
Who's the best sportsman to come out of Marcelin?
Best sportsman?
Yep.
Oh, Marcus Bonapelli's pretty hard to beat at the
Best
moment.
footballer, yeah. Any other sports?
Marco Bresciano was pretty good.
Not bad, pretty good. International soccer player, yeah. Who do you rate?
Peter McNamara, the tennis player.
Pretty handy doubles player.
Yeah. Oh, I had a reasonable singles career.
Yeah, reasonable, yeah, but a very good doubles player.
Outstanding.
Super
Max.
They didn't call him one Mac because he was his singles. It was Super Max. Oh, he was part of the two of them.
Yeah, they've had a few. I'm sure I'm missing one. Nick DiMattino, you would have played some cricket.
Good
against Dimmer. Yep.
Dimmer, yeah, very good keeper for St Kilda and Victoria. Chuck took his spot, I think.
He did.
He was going to look like he was going to keep for another 50 Shield games, and then along come Chuckles, and that was the end of that.
Probably both unlucky not to find themselves with higher honours.
There was talk as the ball's just on the outer wing, bobbling around doing nothing.
Roberts hacks it forward, hard up against the boundary line. Rain absolutely pummeling down here. Kerno copped one as he went to ground. Buckley all over the top of him. They farm it out into the corridor, row bottom. It's the first time in a couple of minutes there's been any potential goalmouth action. Papley clean, very nicely done. Then the kick
was ordinary.
Yep, he tried to. It was a dry weather move on a wet weather day, and unfortunately at the very end.
Good mark.
Krzyzewski's been
presented well.
He has.
He's presented very well. Big Max
comes inboard. Not 15. Back to him he goes. Now they're under pressure. Sydney is sweating on this. They've already kicked the first of the last with McInerney. Can they put another one on the board? Giants balance up. Roasted can't mark. Ball hits the deck. Warner tries to break through the tackle of Cornelio. Umpire said you did not. And the veteran Giant wins the free kick. He goes out wide.
And Leak.
He's been very promising up towards half forward. Stringer tries to move his opposition out of the way. There are too many of them there, however. Numbers win out. Giants, Ash in the middle of the ground, try to turn him around. McInerney dispossessed, tried to break the tackle.
Yeah, but he wasn't tackled, though. That's the thing. I don't think you should always reward that one.
Yeah, no, fair call.
If they hit the ball out of your arms, I don't think that's necessarily holding the ball. But they normally do pay it.
I go forward again, the Swans. The Giants, I should say. Malikan in the way. Roberts wrapped up by Krzyzewski, who's having a real crack here. He's only dragged it back in.
That's a great decision. He tried to roll the shoulder.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I said, no, we're not paying that now. And you're caught.
He sort of ran into the tackle, didn't he?
And then lifted the shoulder. And the umpire was a terrific decision. And he's Big Max again.
He can't kick it from here, can he? He'll kick from 55 in.
Wouldn't have thought so.
Torrential rain. Top of the square, he just pokes it. Hogan comes at it, can't mark. Rowbottom doesn't decide to pick it up, just hacks it off the ground. Chance for the Giants at centre half back. That's going to be a free kick. Oliver did play for it.
He sure did.
But he forced the error from Sheldrick.
This is Harry Oliver from the Dragons, Sandringham Dragons. Not a bad talent. All Australian under 16.
Saw the tackle coming and through the shoulder, and you'd really like the umpires to not reward that.
Well, if that was Ginnivan, they wouldn't have rewarded it.
Yeah, good
That's
point.
the reality.
Yeah, spot on.
And that's what he was doing and getting a lot of free kicks, and then now he can have his head ripped off and they don't even pay him.
Yep. So Oliver again just leans back on the left foot, top of the square, almost.
Well,
in fact, it's going to be a free kick, Krzyzewski.
Because he's presenting.
And he deserves this.
Yeah, he's giving himself a chance. He's getting the front spot. He's providing a real contest in the air. And when you play in front on a day like this, your arms dragging you down. It's a wet old night. Well, it's not just a wet old night. It's pissing down, to be honest. It really is. And it has been for pretty much all the game.
Yeah, it has. So directly in front, nothing's a given in these conditions, but he should put this through. He'll kick from about 15 out, make it 20. directly in front, strikes it well, umpire doesn't move. So he gets what he deserves. His work rate this quarter has been terrific. In fact, the second half has been terrific, Max Krzyzewski. So
the hardest part of that is actually spelling his name.
Yeah.
But he has played.
It's a nice name to say.
It is, if you can get it right. I don't think of the name last year. I kept getting it wrong. The Giants played too. Anyway, I thought I was doing the game for you, I'm sure. I got on the whole day. Adam Kingsley just doesn't look happy, but he never does.
No.
He's an angry-looking man.
Yeah. It's a big year for him. I mean, they've been there or thereabouts. And every year when you've got a team that a lot of people think is a potential top 4 team, when you're not getting results...
Well, he demands results too.
Yeah.
And we saw that. We had a good look at the inner sanctum of the Giants in that documentary. They're again trying to play for the free.
It was Jordan, receiving the hit down from Grundy was the thing of beauty again. Warner tries to break, and he's tried to break it again. So.
I know, but that's, to me... Anyway, I think that was knocked out. That one there, I can get. The other one, I wouldn't have paid.
When you try to break... So he definitely tried to break the Canelio tackle, and the ball's jarred free. Yeah. So is the umpire saying that you had your chance to get rid of it before you drew the tackle?
Yes, I think that's what he was doing.
Yep.
And then that one I'm comfortable with, even though it was probably long ball. Again,
are you happy to have that paid, though, in the season proper, as the Giants go 40? And it's a brilliant snap. Was that Stringer again? He's been very good in difficult conditions. It was smothered through right on the line.
He said 10 disposals.
So are you happy to see that paid?
Yep. Okay. That one I am.
Yep.
The players are getting so good at just hitting the ball out of your arms with the guys that try to burst through.
Yeah.
Not just wrap you up with a tackle, they're actually hitting your arm at the same time. So it's like a wraparound tackle, not hoping to knock the ball out, knowing that they'll be paid.
Yep.
I think it's actually smart play by the tackler.
It's going to be 50 metres here against the Giants. Angwin had a slap at the ball that was marked by Malikan. So they get up toward just short of centre-half forward.
Yeah, good option.
That's a lovely kick to Bice.
Good option.
On a dry day, you might give him a chance from here, but not in these conditions. Toe poke was well read by Angwin. Intercepts, takes the mark, gives it to Toby Green. Puts it down to the path of Riccardi, who had to get something on it, he couldn't. And the lasso will come back for Rampy. This has been such a seamless introduction of this rule.
Yeah, so far it's working well.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit of a terrible kick.
It was, not good.
There's a snake.
Set a task for Blakey. Stringer working hard, got the handball away. He's 1v3 in the end. Now they come to help. Delana tried to toe poke it into space, but the Swans had numbers. McCartan to Malikan, outer side of the ground. Driving drop punt up towards centre wing position. Amati comes out at Warner, spins out of the O'Halloran tackle brilliantly. Out the back to Roberts. He balances up, drives it up towards centre half forward, but too much on it for his teammates. Ash filled the hole in and took the mark. Short into the corridor to Stone. Then back to Ash, who loves to give and get. But diagonally goes up towards half forward, but the kick's got way too much on it for young Hannaford.
So last year that wouldn't have been paid because he was going to his teammate and just missed it.
That's right.
This year it's been paid.
No, it's good. I like it. It's wide open. Now, the Giants will probably get some numbers back, but at least the Swans can move the footy cleanly back into play.
You get hurt if your skill level's a bit off.
Yeah, yep.
Giants free kick behind play by the looks of it.
Yeah, something's happened as Grundy had taken the mark.
A little bit.
And there's a little bit of something Stringer and McInerney here.
Not happy with McInerney. Toby's involved, I think.
Doesn't mind a bit of lip, Justin McInerney from time to time.
250s, or was it just the 150? Toby and McInerney it must have been. It's a decent 50.
It's got to be 2 now, surely. Yeah, no, he's taking him.
No, it couldn't be 2.
That's a big 50.
It's a massive 50. Brings him within 20 metres of goal.
So we'll go around the body here from directly in front, and he's pushed it.
Yeah.
Across the face, and
you can forgive him on a day when it's raining as hard as it is.
Yeah. Directly in front.
Yeah,
25.
He didn't want to have a set shot, which is a bit unusual for Toby. I mean, Toby's a pretty good set shot. How many goals he kicked in his career, Toby Green? 416 goals.
Yeah.
Pretty good, isn't it?
Been good at it. Boss brings it in short to Rampy. He goes long and strong now. Little pack of players. Sarong read it well, tackled as he kicked it. Buckley's been pretty good. I know Charlie's kicked a couple, but Buckley's been stout-hearted in defence as he always is. Lovely gather by Al. I'm going to keep saying O. He's going to be they're going to be my man all year. I'll get it wrong. Al, who was dispossessed, and then the free kick was won by Roses. As the rain's probably as hard now as it's been at any stage today. Up towards full forward. Brilliant, Amadi. Put the one hand up in front of a couple of Giants defenders. Dropped it down to himself. And on the second bite, completed the mark. 20 out directly in front.
This is absolutely fucking
that's pelting.
That's what was such a great mark by Amadi. Look, held his opponent off. 2 goes at it. It's his 3rd contested mark.
And that's for his second of the afternoon here at Henson Park. So well done, Joel Amadi. 13-minute mark of this quarter. He gets his second on the board.
Have a listen to that.
No, you can hear it on the effects mic. It is bucketing down.
The sort of rain you want to hear when you can't get to sleep at night.
Oh, perfect. Or if you're a farmer and you've had nothing for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nah, superb. 12-11-83 Sydney, GW 79-51. All of the numbers throughout the day on the Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts scoreboard. In these conditions,
listen to it.
We will make that mark an unmissable moment for Drink Wise.
We will indeed. The people are still in shorts, so it's not a cold day.
No.
But, my God, it's raining.
It's serious rain now here in Sydney. Ball thrown up. Laddens and Riccardi. Ball hits the deck. Toby Green with the takeaway. As the rain gets into the fibre optics again. Starts to affect a few bits and pieces. Ball hits the deck. Hacked out of there by Rowbottom. Up towards the middle of the ground. It bounces around all over the place. This rain is all over the joint right now.
Yeah, it's making things very difficult to call.
Making things very difficult, Pigs.
Makes it near impossible.
Very difficult to call.
Yeah,
as we've got all sorts of technical difficulties here right now.
Issues. Fox has gone off as well as the ground. Let's talk amongst ourselves. It's a drizzly wet day. It's not a drizzly wet day. It's
hosing down. Yeah. It is feeding him. It is throwing down all over the joint.
And we are at Henson Park in Marrickville. So it's not like we're at Giant Stadium or the SCG where we get a good look at what's going on with the play. But in the cricket, a replay this is Australia 3 for 199.
Very important win by the women the other night. And Beth Mooney, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a big call here. By the time her career's finished, Picks, she'll be in the top 40 Australian cricketers of all time.
Big call.
Man and women, chugging them all in together.
And not as big a call as Ash Gardner saying that Elise Perry, by the time she finishes, will no doubt be the greatest cricketer, men or women, in the history of Australia.
Yeah, she may have just forgotten about one in particular. Yeah, he might have forgotten about one in particular. That's okay. Maybe Ash was taking into account the all-round aspects of what Elise Perry's been bringing to the table for a long time.
She ain't going past Donald Bradman, mate.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
I heard you guys this afternoon talking about the greatest...
things will never be repeated.
I loved it when Gazy said 150 in a game. That's can't be repeated. Anyway, we're nearly back.
Yeah, Sydney have kicked another one.
We don't know who kicked it. No idea who got that?
No idea.
No,
13-11-89.
We're dealing with a real screen issue here, guys. It's 89 to 51. It's 38 points to Swans lead.
It was Grundy, I think, who kicked that one.
Grundy?
Yeah.
What a good game he's had.
No, he's already kicked one, so it wasn't him.
It wasn't him. I'm not putting it in my book yet.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
The Swans have got a goal.
Yeah.
He's had one for a while.
We've just got a few technical issues here. It's very difficult. Sydney 13-11-89.
Cleary have a go?
GWA, he's already kicked one, yeah. GWS 7-9-51. We've got, somehow the clock's still ticking.
I'll tell you what's going on, that. So we've got,
9 minutes left in the final quarter. No.
And Fox have gone to Real Crime, some sort of an ad, because they've lost it as well. And we're not at Henson Park. We're not trying to pretend we are.
We're not. No, we would be normally. But
if Andy hadn't got the leads yet there, and I'd have been able to get... I only missed the start coming from South Melbourne. The traffic was that bad around
I'm
here.
tipping the Fox crew. I know Ruby Schleiss is there, but I'm tipping they're not there either.
No, they're
so what are they
up the
doing?
road. No, they're doing
exactly.
the exact same thing as we are.
What are they doing?
They're padding. But the rain is that heavy.
That's what's happened.
It's blown out one of the plugs.
Poor old NEP haven't been able to keep the rain out of the power points.
No, that's what's happened.
Yeah, she's taken the signal
Reminds me
out of play.
Reminds me of a day I was calling the VFL with Ox before the SEN had the AFL rights, and we were calling a game in it was a Jonathan Hay day where he turned up drunk.
Oh, right.
Remember that game?
Yeah.
It was Hawthorn and I think it was North VFL. It was a VFL game.
Yeah.
And about every 10 minutes... the broadcast would go off. Like our mics would all be cut off. Then they worked out, took till the third quarter, they worked out that old mate had plugged us in to where they were serving the drinks behind the bar. So every time they flipped the switch, they cut us off. It took us till halfway through the third. We kept going, why are we off?
Oh, I thought you were going to tell
that's 15 years ago, I reckon.
I thought you were going to tell the Spider Lee story with Brad Gotch, but...
No, I haven't heard that one, but...
You were there.
Well, which one was it?
When Matty Lee, who had a few issues, he had some vision issues, but he's a superstar and very valued member of the team. It was boundary riding one day, and I thought it was you and Ox.
Probably would have been him and I. We did all the games.
And Brad Gotch was going to join Spider for an interview before the game. And you and Ox were up there sort of going, and we're going down to Brad Gotch, who's downstairs with Spider Lee. And Spider's going, no, you're not here yet. And he said, mate, he is. He's standing right next to you.
That's right. I do remember that.
God love him. What a good fella he is. And he's still around doing a whole lot of stuff for Vision Pet Australia and turning up to the game.
He's a ripper, Spider.
Good on you, Matty.
Big fan of Matty Lee's. Yep.
So
anyway, we're back.
We're back. Thank goodness.
What's happened since we've gone? It's the Swans by 38 points. 13-12-90 to the Giants 7-10-52.
Yeah, so there's been a goal kick somewhere. I'm not sure who kicked it.
We can't quite determine who kicked it. Well, I'm looking through that list.
There's been one.
Jordan had one. Grundy had one. Oh, Laddam's got a goal.
Oh, it was Laddams.
Oh,
Laddams. So Laddams kicked it.
Now it's gone again. Don't worry about it. Let's talk about the old VFL guys. Jeez, we had some fun calling those guys. As our ball goes was calling from the back of the grandstand at Williamstown, and it'd be like, and I was calling the play with Ox. We're both calling.
Yep.
So the ball comes over there. Billy Swan's got it. Can't see Ox. It's gone behind the thing. We couldn't see a thing. Comes back into play. I can't see either. We're two of the fun years.
It was like Bert Bryan calling the 1976 Melbourne Cup when Vanderham won it. He couldn't see him down the back. Couldn't see him down the back of Flemington track.
But that's not unlike we called the buck and races. We took our horse. What was our horse called? GC Gaza. It was a hurdler. We took it in there to win the Bucking Cup. I was in it with Hutchie and Dylan, and there was a big cruise in it.
Yep.
Anyway, the trainer, Chris Holland, said, right, this is a story. We've got to be near the front because they start where you can't see them. They go past where we're standing. They said, I've told the jockey to be on the speed as they get past us. Well, it was tailed off last. Anyway, they've gone around the back. We'll get back to that in a second. But
I'm bored.
They've gone around the back, and the caller, I think it was Rick McIntosh, as they go behind the trees for the first time. It goes on a bit longer, and as they go behind the trees for the second time. Anyway, look, next thing we saw him, they appeared at them. He was fourth. GC, that was the end of it. I said, he's out.
How'd he go?
Fourth.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah,
right,
that was his last race.
Okay.
His last race. Anyway, we're back for the moment.
We have some pictures, which is lovely. 13-12 to 7-11. And the ground is fair dinkum.
Underwater now.
Yeah, they should just about... I mean, I know you can't deem a ground unplayable once you've started.
No, it's fine, the ground, but it's, again...
You know what, there'd be... If it was like this before the game started, there'd be some...
Do you reckon there was?
Oh, maybe. I mean, we've got casual water all over the place now. We've lost pictures yet again. So
And Fox have still not come back.
No,
so it's not just us. We've got the ground feed. Just to explain, we've got the feed from the ground, which isn't... And we've got the Foxes, the replay screen, who are... getting in the same boat as us.
Exactly.
So there's a reason you wouldn't be seeing it on Fox if you're a frustrated Swans or Giants fan. There's the same reason you can't listen to it, because the feed's gone off. The tech's still going. There's 5 minutes 45 left in the fourth quarter, and it's the Swans by 37 points.
So Peter Adams is going to have another shot here.
Hope we're not back to where we were.
No, surely not.
Nah.
So he snaps this time, missed it to the near side. So we've got some pictures temporarily, but
there's puddles on the ground.
There are. There's so much casual water now on the ground. I seriously doubt that.
Well, I'd be taking a good player straight off.
Well, you just about think, well, what are we doing here now?
Yeah, this is now the time where you do start to think one might get an injury.
They're playing in puddles. Like, seriously, folks, if you're listening to us without watching it...
That's how much rain they've had. That whole centre corridor from where they're going to kick this ball in as a point to the Swans is puddles. All right, so there's no reason to be keeping your good players on the ground.
Well, you just about be prepared to take them all off them. What are you going to get out of this now, really?
This should be just a kick around now. And just go, all right, well...
So would you actually send the message out if you were Adam Kingsley or Dean Cox
just
right
go,
now?
what do you reckon, Coxie? What do you reckon, Kingers?
Yeah.
Let's just have a bit of a kick around.
I know
we'll hold possession for a few minutes. You hold possession. Let's just not get injuries and let's move on.
Yeah.
But I think they dislike each other enough to say, well, no, bugger them.
And there are some broadcast responsibilities, I guess, that players are going to need. But there you go. We've just seen Joel Amartey try to smother a footy near the boundary line. And here at Henson Park, in case you've never seen it...
slid into the bloody fence.
The boundary line does slope pretty dramatically into the gutters around the edge. And he's slid right into the concrete, guttering around. And he's okay, but... well, I think he's okay. Yeah, no, he's pretty good. So...
A bit sore, though.
Yeah, you just don't want anything to go right here. Angwin on the up. The skills of the modern players really are quite remarkable when you see a couple of pieces of ball control in these conditions. Hannaford crashes through.
He's got another one in the head.
I think he's hurt.
Yeah, that hurt him. He's probably in the same spot. You know when you get that absolute bloody wet day, ball hits you in the head twice.
Cleary out the back to row bottom. That's an excellent mark from Loden, but Morgan McDonald going back with the fly to the footy.
That was the great mark, but that's the easy part. You've got to try and kick through puddles to kick this goal.
Well, the thing about this, Pix, is when you plant your foot to kick, you're just hoping to hell that you don't slip over.
It does look like a drier part than if it was in the corridor part of the ground, but to set the scene, he's 35 metres out, bang on 45 degrees, and he'll be battling to make that distance.
Yeah.
Not that the ball's heavy. The ball stays because they change them all the time. But it's just getting a good purchase on your foot on the ground when you kick.
On his way in, he's made a good fist of it. It's a beautiful-looking kick.
It's a great goal.
That is a lovely kick. So McDonald gets another one on the board for the Swannies.
Well, just stay healthy now.
Yeah.
That's what they'll be thinking. He's kicked 2. Marty's kicked 2. Kerno's kicked 2. So the big blokes have been okay.
Yep. No, they're flexible. They can throw different looks at you. 14-13, 97 is the score. 7-11, 53. They can throw different looks at you now. That's the thing. And
that's what Kerno brings, though, doesn't it?
Yep.
Because they've got 2 young developing key tools. I think they're both going to be really good long-term players, but they've lost Franklin, and they've been working behind him. Now they've had to do it themselves. They haven't been found to be up to it.
Yep.
And now, all right, Kerno, can he be the one that takes a bit of pressure off?
And if you're the second and third string forwards with Charlie on the side, you are just happy as Larry because he's getting double team.
But you've got to make sure you are that because there's 3 of them because McLean's the other one.
Yeah.
And he's been
that's
pretty
right.
good.
Oh, yeah.
So,
they're not going to play them all, I don't reckon.
No, they won't play 4 tools unless they're prepared to risk one in the ruck. And Marty has done some rucking. He rucked a bit as a kid. But I just think they like him as a forward.
Giants go forward. I could do with one here. They only kicked the one in the last quarter. Is that Grzeski again? That's a fantastic finish. In dreadful conditions, he's kicked his second for the quarter. That is an outstanding finish by the young man. So he's kicked 2 for the term. And in incredibly challenging conditions. He'll take something away from this one. Giants 8-11, 59. Sydney 14-13, 97.
Yeah, no, he's had a good game, hasn't he?
He has, yeah.
He's only had the 9 disposals, but a couple of goals, and it's just been more the way he's presented. And as the game has worn on, he's got better. As the conditions have got worse.
Yep. He's one that, if opportunities are denied him.
Oh, there'll be clubs looking at him.
Oh, yeah, sure. 192, 193. He's got good athleticism and he looks a competitive type and he's ready to play. More footy than, he's on offer at the moment, particularly Stringer and Hogan in front of him. So, yeah, he'll be a bit of a watch. As the Giants go forward again, up towards centre-half foot, ball hits the deck. It is a swimming pool in there. They're splashing about.
They played that the advantage there.
All over the place.
Good hands by Marty.
Sheldrick gets the handball turned over again. Laverde, his kick only as far as the Swannies. They turn him around again from centre half back. Sheldrick again up towards half forward. Amati comes hard at the footy. In fact, it's Roses. Can't mark. Ball hits the deck. Good tackle by Oliver.
We paid the free, holding the ball.
Gee, that's a bit stiff.
It's very stiff. What's he supposed to do? Just to take the ball and then jump straight on him.
And he was screaming at Malcolm Roses to hold his ground, and the umpire, I think that might have been it didn't stand.
No, I reckon that was
a bit of lip?
I reckon that was a bit of lip, yeah.
Okay, righto.
Because he wasn't happy about the free kick, which was fair enough. But then I think he let the umpire know a bit too much. And they give you a bit of leeway, the umps, but when you keep at them, they're just going to go, enough for you.
So Rouston cops one from Roses as he let fly towards the forward pocket. Ball hits the deck. Gee, it's wet down there. O'Halloran was pretty crude through Corey Warner. And he'll get the free kick in the back pocket for Sydney. Drives it out of defensive 50 now. No one can mark. Laddams hacks it off the ground into space.
Look at that forward line.
And it was Iden. Handballs it through to Laverde. It puts handball into the path of Riccardi, who was under a bit of pressure. Hours in there as well. Ball at centre half back. Laverde back to your man Leake, who's been pretty impressive. Conditions are far from improving here, by the way. They're just getting wetter and wetter and wetter as the Giants go forward again. Splashing football inside forward 50. Riccardi tried to toe poke it. Only man out the back. He couldn't get a toe to it. Sydney go forward again. Almost a terrific mark to Chad Warner. He shrugs the tackle applied from Oliver. Gets rid of him. Goes in towards centre half forward.
Into the lake.
It's as wet as you've ever seen a footy ground right now with elite footballs playing on it. Comes out the back to Sheldrick on his right foot. Pokes it into the path of Roses at half forward. He can't do anything with it. Picture's threatening to go again here.
No, it's gone.
Picture's gone again here with 40 seconds left.
40 seconds to go. But it's been an impressive win by the Sydney Swans.
It has.
Over the Giants, who very undermanned. But still, what's the margin? 38 points at the moment with
27
seconds left. So, job done.
Pull the plug out and drive out of that venue, I reckon, right now. There's no point to come back unless Rubes has got a good interview lined up that she really wants to get hold of.
Do you really think... Well, she wouldn't be there, would she?
I think she is there. No, they always have one on the ground.
Yeah, one on the ground.
Yeah.
Poor old Rubes. The last thing she want to get her hair will get all curly.
She's used to it. She doesn't mind it a bit wild out there. But
well, that's the end of it anyway. It's over. So it's the Swans' final score, Andy.
Yeah, 14-13-97. Too good for the Giants, who are undermanned all day. They whacked away manfully throughout the afternoon, 8-11-59. All the numbers on the Tyre Power, your trusted tyre experts scoreboard. I'll go through the goal kickers for you. Stringer kicked 3 for the losers. Hogan got 2, Grzeski got 2, and Oliver kicked the 1. Goal kickers for the winners, McDonald 2, Curnow 2, and Marty 2. So the 3 big fellas kicked 6 between them. Sheldrick 1, singles each to McInerney, Laddams, Jordan, Heaney, Goulden, whose ankle's okay, Grundy, who's terrific, and Caden Cleary learned Pickering. So
it was all right. It was pretty good, Cleary, I thought. Tried hard. Sheldrick had a terrific game for the Swans. Excellent. 30 disposal, leading disposal winner on the ground, actually. I thought McInerney was very good as well, as he always is. Robot and bit the same. So they got a lot out of that. They rested Goulden. They took him off half-time. Quarter time.
Might have been earlier than that.
Yeah, a bit of a sore ankle, but he's fine.
Time, that's right. Yeah.
So a 38-point win's a good result and got through pretty much injury-free. I thought it was a dominant display by the ruckman, Grundy. I thought he was excellent.
So there wasn't much that we hadn't seen from the Sydney Swans, even their least experienced players, the kind of Riley Bice, the Caden Cleary, Roberts has almost played 50 games now, but the kids that Sarong was probably the new one that came in.
He was good.
He was all right, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had 18 disposals in the end. I thought he was pretty good.
Yep. So there was a pretty familiar-looking side that Sydney put out there today. There's not too many outside of that lineup that we saw today that are going to force their way back in. Taylor Adams, Harry Cunningham and Jake Lloyd are probably the 3 most experienced players that weren't there today. Anything from the Giants that they might be able to...
Well, I think they found a couple. I thought Leake was excellent.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I thought he was really good. Rouston was good. liked his game. Angwin showed some stuff. And Gothard showed a bit of stuff as well, I thought. So they're players that, with these other players out, someone's got to grab their opportunity. But Oliver was okay. What did he have, Oliver?
He's ended up with 19.
19. And the other Oliver showed a bit. Harrison Oliver showed a little bit as well. Look, they're just got to...
I feel like they're going to be cobbling together something, you know.
Well, but they're that sort of team. They've got Hawthorn first up, and then what do they do after that? They've got to buy, I think, 2 or 3 rounds in. It's funny, we go straight from the lake that's at Henson Park to having a look at the Lions training facility. Game. There's not a bloody cloud in the sky. Beautiful up there.
So they've got Hawthorn and Angie to kick it off.
It's going to be tough.
It will. They'll be cherry ripe, the Hawks.
Yeah, I think the Hawks will be winning that.
Then they come here for the Bulldogs. St Kilda go up there. Collingwood here before the bye. So with this team that they're likely to put out, if they can be 2-2,
that'll be a big win for them.
That'll be a massive effort.
2-2. I don't think they can beat Hawthorn. Who was the second game?
Yeah, Western Bulldogs here.
No, they won't be winning that.
St Kilda up there.
50-50.
Collingwood down here at Marvel.
They play well against Collingwood as a general rule, but if they can be 2-2, I think they'll be over the moon.
Yeah, I think that'll be an enormous result for them if they can. So then they've got some work to do. They need to get some numbers back into this team, obviously.
But that's all it really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, you put their proper players in.
Yeah.
When I say proper, that's not a knock on the players that play. I'm talking about their stars.
Yeah, of course.
Because your stars win your games. We've often talked about your bottom 6 versus your top 6. Forget all that garbage. Your stars win your matches. If your top players are playing well, you win it. You can cobble together half a dozen at the bottom end. But your stars win your matches, and they've got star players not playing. So that's what makes it a bit tricky.
Yeah, so forward to the footy tonight. They looked okay. The Stringer Hogan combination's going to be that'll be competitive enough.
Yeah.
Krzyzewski showed enough to suggest that as a third option, they can probably afford to have Himmelberg down the other end of the ground. They're going to need some coverage down there.
It looks like they want to keep Himmelberg there.
Yeah.
Like his days of playing as a forward, a bit like Rory Lobbs. I reckon we've tried you there. We think you can pinch hit there. Remember Adam Hunter? He was the same. In the end, you got to find a spot for him. And the spot for me for Himmelberg is back. They've played Grueski back. I think he looks more natural forward.
Riccardi's still the other one who can
just go on, Riccardi.
Do a bit of both for them if they need.
And he can pinch hit in the ruck.
Yeah, that's right. So that's going to be one of the real fascinations, I reckon, to see what teams do with the extra on the bench. See what they do. Do they play 2 legitimate rucks, or do they? Like, is it going to be a?
Depends who the rucks are. If they're 2 plotters.
Yeah.
You know, do you play 2 plotters? Now, when I say plotters, I don't mean plotters. I mean
you've got
guys that can't, they're not athletic.
Yep.
So look at your 2 blokes last night.
Yep.
Do you play them both? Like, do you play both Pitnet and Reedy? They're very similar, and now they're up against inexperience last night. But when they come up against Grundy...
Well, I reckon it depends. Well, that's it. Because Grundy can play 90%.
And
Max can play 90%.
Yeah.
They only need marginal chop-outs, these blokes.
Yeah.
Whereas, for example, Fremantle don't want to play Lou Jackson.
No, they want to play him as a ruck rover.
That's right. So, Sean Darcy, for all his ability, he's got some injury issues. We're not sure where he's at, but Darcy can't play. He's not playing 90% of game time.
No,
so, you need to make sure...
You can play Cox.
Well, that's right.
Who's 7 foot.
Who's legitimate enough, right?
He just has to stand there and jump up.
Yeah.
He's 7 foot. So
it's going to be the second, whoever, depending on how much of the primary load your number 1 ruckman can take.
Well, yeah, correct. I think Jackson in the ruck on his own would be a brilliant option.
Yeah.
But I think they can use him without having to have him in the ruck. They can use him as a big mid, and then just. Old mate Darcy, stay back behind the ball and let Luke do the rest.
Yeah.
And I think it would work really well. If they take the shackles off, I think they're going to be very hard to beat Fremantle.
How bullish, I know we're going to get to see them later in the weekend, but how bullish are you on, look, a lot of people are really spruiking the Dockers this year.
Yeah, I've got them up there.
Have you?
I've got them up there. I've got the Swans up
Premiership
there
contender?
Potential, yeah. There's not lacking much.
No, nothing, really.
Really? What are they lacking? I mean, they've got... If Tracy and Voss can continue at that level, now they've done it for 5 minutes, but if they can do it another season and they can become legitimate key forwards, at the moment they look like they will, certainly Tracy does, and then you've got the wild card Jackson, who's the game's made for, the rules are made for.
Jai Amos.
Jai Amos might not be in their best forward line, and then you can throw Cox in.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they've got some weapons. And their backline's underrated.
Oh, down there. They want for nothing, really, in terms of manpower.
Which means that they're, and I'm not all about putting pressure on the coach, but the coach has got what he wants.
Yeah.
Now, show us what you can do.
Yeah.
You know, there's no holes in their list, in my view.
No.
They've had 31 years in the competition, and this is their best chance to be a real contender.
Time to release the shackles. So that's it. We're done from Henson Park. The footy continues. The Community Series games. The Gold Coast Suns up against Brisbane. That game's about 12 minutes away from getting underway. Sorry about the technical difficulties that we had coming out of Henson Park. We tried our best to get through. Pig's always got a good yarn or two to tell us. The Swans won this one by 38 points.
Good on you, Charlie.
Charlie stood in the middle of the pack. This is what he does, wheels and goes.
Go all the way.
Driving footy. It's a magnificent kick from Curnow. Quickly drives it to 2v2. Stringer.
Wow.
Too strong. Just got Hamling off the line. Top of the goal square. Takes the mark. Excellent use of his body. Lively start for Jake Stringer. Goes inside.
Out the back.
Pulls out the back. He's got his man. Jordan's going to run onto this edge of the goal square. Should kick the goal. And on this occasion, he does. Sheldrick again in the middle of everything. Toe poked it through. They think he's kicked a goal. Giants are claiming it to be touched, but the umpire says all clear, Major, and Sheldrick is having quite the opening quarter. Offense, he doesn't get it through. Doesn't get it through. Finds its way to Hogan, who somehow just shimmies it off the side of his boot. Don't know whether he did it deliberately, but it missed the would-be smotherer. They go forward again here. They're out the back. Stringer in a bit of space. Drives it up towards the top of the square. Bouncing footy goes through. Outstanding stuff. Started with Buckley, who took it on, and suddenly the Giants, with 4 in a row, are right back in this game.
Oh, my God. What was that?
He changed his mind from hand to boot, did Peter Ladders, and was lucky to make contact in the end.
Bloody ruckman, seriously.
It's a long way down. Running again off half-back, just bounce. Good stuff, and he does. Charges through the middle of the ground, has a bounce, almost lost control. Kept it going forward. Heaney wrapped up. Ball hits the deck, row bottom, toe poke into the goal square, all on his own. Mark taken by Curnow, and he kicks his second. Wicks gathers the footy, drives it to the top of the square. Heaney, dangerous. Plays it to himself, and then brilliantly controlled off the ground, kicks the goal. Great ball control again by row bottom. Papley over the top. Again, brilliant Heaney. Did magnificently. Cleary kicks another one. They've kicked 3 in 5 minutes, and a couple of subtle touches from Isaac Heaney. Giants go forward.